was it gonna go on the Blu-ray extras? DVD extras?
Yeah, the bloopers.
The bloopers. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 years from now.
Our content is so polished that there will be a lot of value in seeing when we break, when things don't go to plan. You know, because everything's usually so streamlined and perfect.
I mean, technically, I feel everything has gone to plan because we've had so little of a plan that it does, like, what we do does technically fall in the bounds of the plan.
Yeah,
it's true.
The plan's just really broad.
And the other thing about it too is that our content is so polished that it's not even there.
Exactly. It's polished to such a fine sheen that you can't even see it.
It's true.
Or hear it. It's just a sphere.
It's just floating. Frankie playing Devil May Cry 5 with the audio turned off.
From 2 years ago. Yeah. And I will never upload again.
Hell yeah.
Never. I firmly believe that.
No. Come on.
Don't say it like that. It actually makes me worried then.
I mean more like my own shit. Like the stuff that I specifically put together and like put up.
You edit stuff?
Not anymore. Last thing I edited was the first audio we recorded.
I was gonna say
it was that, and then before that, the last thing I edited was, I think it was the Pacific Rim lane joke.
Yeah, which was great.
I'm glad, dude. That was truly like it. All of my favorite things that I've edited are ones where I just have like this moment where I'm like, all right, I gotta do it.
I need to do this.
Like literally, it was fucking 7:30 p.m. and I went,
oh my god,
oh, that'd be really funny. Okay, but I have the footage. I could do that. I could edit that. I could do that. And then I just like started doing it, and then I was so excited about it that I jumped on your guys' Discord call, and I was like, "Can I show you guys a thing I made in an hour?"
Yes. Oh, it was so funny.
That's awesome.
It was hilarious.
I'm glad. Yeah, no, I have it on my phone. I watch it every once in a while, because it's easy to just be like, all right, 30 seconds, let's go. Because it's also like my favorite scene in Pacific Rim. Like I love that scene so much. But yeah, no, that's like I was that way with that, and like there's certain moments in like other, like it's at like the fucking the like piano music at the end of the Smash video from forever ago.
One of my favorites will always be the Metal Gear Solid 5 Huron D Walker, and just the combo of rules of nature. It's because it just overlaps and just starts itself over, and it's because like the guys were just lining up to just get their face smashed into the dirt.
That was such a like I could probably. I remember even at the time going, I don't have to make it hard cut like this. Like I was still. That one was edited, I think, in Windows Movie Maker still. Like the first couple videos were Windows Movie Maker.
Yes.
I don't remember when I switched to Sony Vegas, but yeah, no, like the first couple were Windows Movie Maker, and like there's only so much you can do in that.
Oh yeah.
But I remember having the thought of like I could just play it over the whole thing, or like I could make it a little smoother, and then I was like, no, it's way funnier if just hard cut, just song starts over. Like,
speaking of the Pacific,
yeah.
Oh, I guess
Pacific Rim.
I was gonna try to think of what my favorite Jacob edit is.
Sorry,
it's alright. I understand.
Is it the?
I hate them all.
I'll just take the fork and just
Is it the Virgil edit where I did an Inugami Korone VTuber reference, and I literally got a comment on that video like a week ago? Really? I think it was probably a bot. It was just some like vague random shit like, I really needed this, thank you, or like some shit. I'm like, that's probably a bot, but that's so funny.
I mean, it might not be.
It might not be, but
my that's how I think my most watched video It's just me and my friend Justin reacting to a way that some guy in Detroit Become Human says fuck. Goes fuck. Just like that. And so I wrote in FCK because that's basically what it sounds like. It's just he just has no U in there. And all the comments underneath there are just FCK. They just, that's all they comment on there. And I looked it up and I believe that's a Russian, like, rapper or band or EDM artist. There's some sort of music artist. So I think that's why I'm getting so many views from Russia, because they're trying to look for these other guys.
Oh my god.
Nice.
That's nice. But yeah, the Pacific.
Yeah.
Yes, the Pacific, not the rim, but the
No.
drive.
No, maybe one day, but yeah, the drive.
The drive.
Yeah.
It's Nar Guys Night Out. I'm one of your hosts, Sean, here with my other host.
Nick.
And
Right.
my other host? Yes, that is correct. You got it. A+.
Finally.
And my other host.
Jacob, yay. Do I get like a positive affirmation for that? Am I getting hunted by the people stomping around downstairs?
Yes.
Oh.
That's what your reward is. You're going to be hunted down and beaten.
Can I have that reward? Sounds like a lot more fun.
After all this time, I've been waiting.
I've been waiting for this.
It's by mediocre looking men.
Yes.
White men, specifically. Do you still want that?
What? I'm very confused.
I was going to then just make a joke that, like, I know you want to be just beaten down by hot Latinas in your area. Beaten to death. I don't know. So I'm having a stroke.
I'm sorry, Sean. I hate to break this to you. Only you have had that fantasy. This is, I don't know if you're. This is like that moment where like a dude who's like really repressed and like doesn't know like shit about how sexuality normally is, goes to a bunch of other dudes and is like, hey bro, so don't you think it's awesome when like girls like bend their elbow? Isn't that like hot? And it's like,
It sounds like what an alien would say, trying to like blend in.
Well, exactly. it's like the dude just has no idea, so just like he just focuses on what he thinks is hot, and he just thinks that all dudes think the same thing.
It's almost like a form of gaslighting. You're trying to gaslight everybody else into thinking, oh no, this is normal. This is a normal thing.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like, no.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, I don't have a bending elbow fetish. If that fucking exists, I'm sure it does.
Somewhere.
So, for last month, we've been playing Jacob's decision on a video game, Pacific Drive.
That was my decision.
It was.
I did decide on Pacific Drive.
It was a decision.
It was
And
definitely
It was
a decision, I guess.
See, it's so weird now being in the hot seat of having been the guy who recommended this, because now, like, I don't know how you guys felt about the game.
It's true. We haven't said anything about this
Yeah.
for an entire month.
Yeah,
whole month.
Yeah, we've like.
Which, honestly, for us, kind of impressive.
Yeah.
I don't think any. I haven't.
Well, technically, we've done this twice now.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
But otherwise, normally just hiding things for like a month without even like slightly getting into spoiler territory.
Yeah.
Impressive.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Yeah. So I suppose. Should we just start with like? I don't even know where exactly to begin.
First and foremost, Nick, your thoughts.
I was just gonna ask Jacob, thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah, I mean that's fair because I'm just stealing.
This is his game.
I'm stealing from Nightlight, which is normally what like he asks the other two guys on his podcast for horror movies. He's like, first and foremost, thoughts, and one of them jumps in, but this time
you're just gonna single me out.
Yeah, I'm gonna single one person out.
I'm gonna take my mirror and take that spotlight and just reflect it at Jacob.
Yeah.
Jacob. What Nick said.
So I had not played Pacific Drive before this. I saw like one video from a guy I really like on YouTube where he spoke pretty positively of it, and I was like, I'd play that game. And I'm normally not a survival game guy. We
It's true.
We talked about this at the end of the last one. Like, most of the time, if you go, hey, buddy, you got a hunger meter, you got a health meter, you got a stamina bar, you got a thirst meter. As soon as you pass, like, 2 meters...
And you want to play Fallout Hardcore. Fallout New Vegas Hardcore.
Listen. New Vegas. I would kiss New Vegas on the lips if it was a person. So... Listen.
Sorry. I'm already in there.
This is can I be honest? I've been in there.
And can I be honest? You've been late to this party for several hours.
You're not getting this.
You're not getting it. There's no seconds. This is mine.
There are no seconds. They will not be sloppy. They will not be anything because they are mine.
They will not be sloppy.
But yeah, Pacific Drive. Like what drew me to it, and I think what kept me in it was the focus. Like, while there is maintenance, I find that I have a hard time dealing with maintenance. Period. Like in real life also, but like in a game, if it's like, okay, so you gotta check in on this, you gotta keep up with this. Like, obviously, there's a certain amount of maintenance in almost every video game. You have to make sure fucking Doom guy doesn't die from getting killed by demons. Like, there's usually a health bar, but as soon as you start to have to maintain like too much shit, my brain starts to go, but I already did that. Fuck. But what I liked about Pacific Drive is that it placed the focus on maintaining the car and not on maintaining the me, and somehow that made my brain go, yeah, that's good. I don't know. I was more okay with like having to maintain parts of the car, make sure, you know, the fucking, like, oh fuck, the tire blew out, and take care of that, checking to make sure, like, okay, are the panels yellow? Are they red? Should I perhaps put paste on them? So it can soak in and fix it, I guess? Okay.
Don't ask too many questions.
Yeah, Pacific Drive definitely doesn't want you to ask too many questions.
God, no.
Bro, if there's one thing I love about that game, it is just smack some fucking putty on that shit. Watch them holes and rust just fucking disappear.
Yes. No, I do think, you know, it's goofy to slap paste on it, but I'm glad that it's not too much
Fuck
more.
seal.
Yeah, exactly. It really is. They're straight up like, hey man, I know it's the 90s, but we got Flex Seal for you.
Well, I mean, like, all the tools, it's just point it, and, like, what is it, the mechanics kit is the funniest.
Tink, tink, tink.
And then it works.
Yeah, like all the other ones, it's like, okay, it's a little silly, like the
ceiling kit.
The ceiling kit is like, it's like, okay, that's kind of goofy, but the fact it's just like, all right, now time to delicately open up this kit, one wrench, doink doink. Now the engine is fixed and this has exploded.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, generally I liked it. I'd say I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Obviously, I have more nuanced feelings about it.
Right, but we can get into that after we at least all express whether or not we enjoyed this game.
Indeed. Hey, Sean.
Oh no, it's me.
What do you think of Pacific Drive?
Well, Jacob, I'd love to disappoint you. I hate it. No. No, I also greatly enjoyed Pacific. God, I really wanted to say Rim. Which,
one day I'll get you to say that too.
Yeah,
I'm all about
maybe.
Pacific things.
That one will be a harder one to do because there's mechs involved. So, but yeah, no, Pacific Drive, I did greatly enjoy that game. It was a lot of fun. I just beat it like 2 hours ago.
As we knew you would.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to explain a little bit, I had to wait till I got an SSD because I ended up like just filling the shit out of my hard drive. So let's just say, oh, and I also got money for it. I might as well go out and get an SSD. So I think that was like 2 weeks in, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, so I did that, and then I started playing a bit, and I ended up playing some of the challenge missions instead of playing the main missions. And yeah, that's why it took until today. And also, like, I don't like forcing myself to play a video game. I like forcing myself to go, like, specifically with Pacific Drive, it's like you go through one journey or one trip, and afterwards you're like, oh man, I don't really feel like doing that again. At least sometimes.
Yeah, I'd say most of the time I would do like, at most I'd do like 2 trips. I'd say like in a session. But...
Yeah, I like at first I like spaced it out. I'd do like 1 ride, and then that'd be it for the day, or like 1 or 2. So.
Yeah. I do think the game like lends itself very well to like you boot it up, you maybe do whatever like little shit that you didn't do the last time you turned off the game. You fucking set a course, drive, do your shit, come back, get all the upgrades that you can, and then you go, cool, I'll be back later, and then come back to it. That's how I did it a lot of the time.
I even wrote down that, like, man, I really wish I had just done a thing a day rather than, well, other than, you know, playing other video games or doing other things that did not revolve around it. I should have just kept on doing a drive a day or something. Or at least even when the challenges came, just don't do that.
Yeah,
but I mean, there was nice still.
Yeah, I when I got to the challenges, I was like, this is for later. And then I just put the hard drive in a locker, and I forgot about it for the rest of the playthrough until I beat it. So,
yeah. But anyway, you know, overall I enjoyed it. I also enjoy the aspect of not having to worry about hunger, thirst, or anything like that. So the game is really fun. I really enjoy it. I enjoy driving around, listening to music, all that kind of stuff, as well as hunting and gathering, mostly gathering. I will say the game is... The game does not like me, though. I'm a very greedy man when it comes to gathering games. I will risk everything for just those resources. So there was a lot of moments in that game where I got punished very hard because I was like, I have to get this anchor. I know the yellow area is already over and the red area is slowly coming in. But hey, the unstable anchor, I need it. I need that. I need it in my life.
How many of the crashed satellites did you go for?
We can talk about that later.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But yeah, so like the game did not like me sometimes, but I liked the game overall. Okay. It was a very fun, very enjoyable experience.
Nicholas.
Hi.
I you know, since we're on the topic, I was curious as to your thoughts on Pacific Drive.
So, unlike Sean, I will disappoint you.
Oh, really?
I was not a fan.
Really?
Yeah. This game was like it looked in, like I said before to you, maybe at work and maybe it was last time. This was already on my wish list.
Right.
Yeah, like before we even set this up, I think it was already on my wish list because it looked nice, it looked interesting. Boy, do I wish it had stayed there.
Damn. Damn.
God,
maybe that's a little more harsh than it should be, but no, I was not a fan. Boy, I don't want to like say too much and just get too far into my explanation of why I didn't like it. But like I don't think the game really explains things to you in a good, well understood. Like I was about halfway through the game before I felt I really had a grasp on just more rudimentary and basic mechanics of the game that I feel like they should have explained way sooner. The UI I don't think is all that great. Like I appreciate their dedication to the aesthetic of it, but I feel it was, in certain instances, it was a detriment to me understanding how things and where I can find things. Because if you have the screen in front of you, you have their world building text right in the middle, way bigger than everything else. You have like the rest of the other items on the left side, and then in itty bitty text on the right side is all the different biomes you can find that item in. My brain, I feel everyone's brain is just gonna go to the middle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I can tell you right now, I don't know jack shit about any of the biomes.
Exactly.
Did not.
Case in point.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I'm trying to find, I don't remember what it was called. It was like crystal sap or something.
Oh yeah.
Trying to find that was a bitch because I didn't see that it listed all the biomes I could find it at on the right side.
I actually don't think I saw that either.
Exactly.
Yeah. No.
Case in point.
Yeah.
I think they just put like and the flavor text I don't think is helpful.
Yeah.
At all. It like expands the world, but like I just need to know where I can find more of it. And like I also wish they used pictures of like what things look like.
Yeah.
Instead of the pictures that you take,
yeah.
But like sometimes you're not even looking at the thing, so it just.
I don't know about you guys, but for me, it was almost always nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Thank you. Like I could never get like a daytime drive.
Yeah. No. Like I started
annoying.
noticing that daylight is like maybe 9 a.m. to like 4 p.m.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah. Like I actually think that there's like 16 hours of darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then because you're driving 3 hours to a spot in between spots.
Yeah.
It's like you could easily go from like day to just at night.
Yes.
It's like
the vast majority of my drives were also at night.
It was really frustrating.
I will say, I think a couple different times I've had day, like definitely more of like a 60-40 for me, 40 day. Almost every time I got back to the garage, it was always night though.
Oh yeah,
every
100%.
time.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And I think
it's also always
a lot of like just the way the environment is set up, specific like anomalies. I think there were things about them that I don't think worked well to player understanding.
I enjoy the game, but like so far your complaints are all like my complaints.
Yeah, no, honestly, a lot of that is
really
yeah. No, I like truly. I do think the game has a serious problem with like. Don't get me wrong. I don't want a game to hold my hand too much, but also. I super didn't realize that the anchors that you get are what add up to your
the research,
the different research energy or whatever.
Yeah, because it doesn't tell you.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't get that until like halfway through the game. Yeah. I was like, I guess I'm getting.
So the anchors, there's like 3 different levels.
Yes.
And then when you're at the research station, it tells you like how much of each one. So like in like the first ring, all the ones you're gonna get there are like the stable ones, and they add up, they total there, and then the middle ring, it's the middle one. Jacob and I didn't get that until halfway through the game.
Yeah,
because they don't tell you. Like no one explains anything. My biggest example is the Tinker Station. I still don't know how that thing works.
Which one's the Tinker Station?
Oh, for repairing your car and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like finding like quirks. Yeah.
I still don't know how that thing works.
Yeah,
and
they really should explain
and
that.
And I have all the upgrades for it. I still don't know how it works. I still like barely can figure out any of them. And the worst thing is, they only give you like 8 tries.
Yeah.
I was like, once that's done, good luck. And I'm like, yeah, I think those were like my biggest things. Like it's like right off the bat, like they definitely didn't explain things very well. The UI and like environment was just difficult to navigate, and at times just unhelpful. In fact, detrimental to me. The story was kind of rushed. Yeah, I thought it was flat. Like the characters were there. They never really felt like they matter.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of fair, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, so far those are like my other biggest ones. Like I did enjoy the game. I like how I would also like to say, I think it's funny how you guys are like, there's no hunger or health meter. There absolutely is.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
called fuel and electricity.
That is
true. That's fair. You're right.
Yeah.
Because like you have health, you have a shield, which is like the car's durability. Fuel and electricity is 100% just fuel and hunger and thirst. It's just a completely different color code.
Yeah, no,
which is just really funny to me.
And I will say,
you guys complain about it.
I do acknowledge that, and I will still say, for some reason, it being like something that isn't me makes it better. I don't know why.
No, I totally get it. I kind of understand it. Like I don't. I'll still play games where you need to eat and sleep and drink and not shit. But unless you're playing Death Stranding,
Well, I mean, you don't, but you don't have to.
I did prove that you don't need to pee.
Yeah,
you can get a UTI. You cannot. That was a joke.
I was gonna say it's like Kojima would do that.
I see. Like that's the thing. It's not outside the realm of possibility.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean,
maybe in Death Stranding 2.
God, I hope not.
The UTI update.
But you know, I enjoyed upgrading it. Finding the parts or the materials to upgrade it is a different story. But I did enjoy getting to upgrade it because it always felt nice. Like I was, you know, my effort had paid off.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of nice because it's a way that you can, you know, a lot of times when you upgrade something in a game, you can, like that's one of the most fun parts of it is that not only can you see the upgrades, but you feel it.
Yeah.
And I feel like with this game, especially like what I think is really cool is that it really takes advantage of the fucking DualSense controller. Like I don't know if you guys were able to like it had like the adaptive triggers, so like I don't know, it seemed to take advantage of that, so I could feel the car a little bit more, which was nice. And also like you know when you do upgrade the engine, you do notice it like speed up faster, you know, like shit like that. One thing I think I wrote down was like I like that. I love how it feels to go from like driving what is a piece of like this like hunk of junk with a bunch of holes in it. You go from that to like making it look like a normal car, and then it goes to functional garbage. And it really completes the like wasteland survivor aesthetic. Yeah. Like by the time you get your finished car, like whenever you stop playing the game, or even by the time you get to like the inner zone, your car is gonna look like some shit that Doc Brown would put together.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Because by the end of my game, it looks like it's just made by fucking Doc Brown. Like, I just added Olympian doors right after I beat the game. So like everything was like all armored, so it just looked so stupid and dumb. But like it had that 90s aesthetic of like, this is a science car, we do science with it.
Yeah, I had like 2 air propellers on it. I had the fucking antenna on top to detect materials. I had fucking I think I had a fuel canister on the side, more fuel canisters on the inside.
Oh my god, dude, I think I had maxed out on fuel canisters. So I had the one on the side, one on the roof, and the one in the back seat.
Bro, dude,
I've never ran out of fuel.
The way the later engines just start going like, is that fuel? Is that fuel? It's in me. It's in me and it's gone. Like,
to say like, what did your guys' car look like by the end?
It's like I said, dude.
Yeah.
I had storage on the top, which I'll get into that later. Besides that, yeah, it was. I kept it looking like pretty plain. I usually don't like I fucked around with the visual customization a little bit, but after a while, I was just like, I'm just gonna stick to like black and white. Something about it just worked for me. So I stuck with that. I'm a bit of a freak. I'm gonna be honest. You're right.
Yeah, I had the Olympian doors and plating. I'd pretty much gotten it all, like the outer shell, just Olympian armored. Nice. It was blue, not for the reasons you think. It was blue. It had the white racing stripe down the middle, and then I used the the Regis 3 for the sides.
Ooh.
It was like kind of a desert, and then you had the red sky.
Right.
And then you had like this skeleton, but in like a astronaut helmet. On the sides and the back. The blue was to make it look like it was fading into the sky. It would have been purple if there was purple paint.
What the fuck?
I don't think there was. There is?
Yep.
Fuck you. I never found it. I swear to God, I found every other color under the sun except purple.
That's rough. I found every single color by the end of it. I think the last one I needed was orange. And yeah, all my spring cans are all filled out. What about add-ons and all that?
Yeah, like I said, I had like all the fuel I could ever need, just for fun. Like I never actually really had a problem with fuel, Battery, on the other hand, that was different. But fuel, I was set. Because I had, like, the side thing that hooked up to it. I had the thing in the back seat that hooked up to the fuel. I had the thing on top that hooked up to the fuel. So I was fine. I was fine on fuel. I don't think after I even put on the side one, I don't think I ever needed to use the refill can. Not even one. Never. After I put that on, I never needed to refill with the cans. Man. I even got the larger fuel can just in case. Never needed it. I never actually used it. I never ended up using it.
I wish.
I had like the fan on one side with the extra gas. Let's see. I think I had the lightning rod. There was one more thing, and I cannot think of what it is right now.
Fuck.
And then I upgraded. I didn't get the best engine, but I think it was like the second best engine.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I had for the most part. Was
the link shift engine is like a lot.
Yeah. But yeah, I had the turbo light engine, which I believe is the one you're talking. Well,
I think it
possibly is the one, as I know there's also like the electro one or something like that.
No, I think it was turbo light.
Yeah, I had the turbo light for the car itself. Like I said, by the end I added the Olympian doors, so through the whole entire time, well, for the biggest chunk of the time, it was just armored everything except for the two front panels. I think at the time I never had enough to change them into armored, and by the time I did, I was just like, I don't even give a shit anymore. They were just the lead-plated panels, which, like, hey, they have more radiation resistance just in those two spots.
That's true.
For the longest time, I had off-road tires for the most part for most of the game until like the very end, where I finally got the all-terrain tires.
That's what I rolled with.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, dude, bro, the difference in my quality of life when I went from normal tires to off-road tires.
Oh yeah, even
Jesus Christ. Like, obviously, all-terrain was, like, the best, but, like, even just off-road, I was like, oh my god, I'm not spinning out every 6 seconds, like, as soon as I go a little off the road. Like, I don't know, I remember it was significantly better.
I had a much different experience then.
Oh.
Now, granted, it was basically around the same thing. Honestly, by the time I started, like, going off-road more often with the off-road tires, I fucking hate those things. They would constantly pop. Always pop every fucking time.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing wrong or something, that they would just constantly, like, it was always like my back driver's side and my front passenger side, those two constantly would fucking pop. Didn't matter if I replaced them, the same shit would happen. And I finally got the all-terrain, and I hadn't had a problem since, which is within the last 2 days I've had a problem.
Weird. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously tires be popping, but like
That's true.
I didn't have like, it's this fucking tire every time.
I will say, whenever I did have an issue, it was always like the same culprits.
Really?
It was always the front left tire. That was always an issue. If there was ever a door issue, it was always the rear left. Yeah, it was like those two things for the most part that would just, if there was something wrong, it was those two.
Yeah. But for half the game, I ended up just having it like blue, the normal blue that you have, like all the way up top to the back door, and then all the sides are all painted black with the white stripes, while the blue has the Year of the Dragon on it. Eventually, the white stripes on the black ones. And then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm going to change it to my PS4 controller that I really like. The Evergreen controller color scheme, which I hope to God they fucking do that again for the PS5 controller. Is all the fucking colors, no offense if you guys have one, I don't know. To me, all the PS5 controllers so far with the color schemes fucking suck. I don't want one side to it. I like
the colors.
I've
had two of them so far. One of them the up on the D-pad broke, and I just got sick and tired of not being able to use up on the D-pad for several games that you somewhat need them. So I just got a new one.
You have the Crimson.
I had the Crimson, which kind of looks a little like a cross between pink and red, to be honest.
Yeah,
I don't think Crimson is the right word for it. And then Purple. Midnight Purple.
And those two are probably like the best ones out of all the colors, to be honest.
You would say that.
You would. Just try to use the
Butter 'em
situation. Yeah. Butter him up.
But like, I don't know, just something about having that white and green controller. Like, just having like two different colors versus just having it be one solid color and then black. It's just like, come on. We can get more creative with these color schemes.
No. I do like some of the colors that are out now, but I do wish that they would get a little bit more, little more fun with it. I feel like, I don't know. I could use some more colors.
Complete opposite. I think
Really?
I think colors in previous console, like PlayStation consoles, were not great. I've actually enjoyed these colors.
Damn.
Like I wouldn't be opposed to like any of them.
Interesting. I tend to like I fucking miss controllers that had like a bunch of cool designs on them. Like
I will agree.
like like the fucking like the Master Chief controller for the Xbox One is fucking awesome. Like even before I was a Halo fan, I was like, this rules. Like I didn't give a fuck about Halo, but I thought that controller ruled because it just looked like Master Chief's armor, and it had like UNSC on it. It like it had enough detail that it was cool, but it wasn't like so much that it looked like shit. I want more shit like that.
One of my favorite controllers that I've had was for the PS4. It was the PlayStation Anniversary, so
right.
It like the control sticks had like the same material as whatever the PS1 sticks were. The buttons were colored, but the center button was colored. It wasn't just black and white. It was the PlayStation colors.
Yeah, I wasn't even the original one. Like the little dots on it were the different glyphs. Like instead of all the dots, or maybe it was something else. I remember hearing that it was like they put a bunch of the glyphs. They etched a bunch of the glyphs into the center button.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. The big touchpad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah, that was like my favorite controller. I totally get what you mean.
Yeah.
They just need to do more fun stuff.
I want more shit like that. Like I got nothing. Like we can also have like monochrome or like two-tone or whatever controllers. Like I think both of your things should exist. And also my thing where sometimes you make a really cool controller for a game that has a cool aesthetic. Please. I'm not asking anymore. I'm threatening.
To be fair, that does currently exist. Like it's gonna be game specific. Like they have the Helldivers controller, the God of War controller.
They had a Helldivers controller?
Yeah, they have a Helldivers.
I didn't know about this.
Didn't buy it immediately?
Yeah, no.
Wow. What the fuck?
Wow. Yeah,
You changed his life.
Shit.
What does this thing look like? I'm gonna look this up right now on the pod, dude.
Alright.
What does this thing fucking look like?
While you do that, I'm gonna take the controller talk back to the fucking game.
I was gonna say, like, once he gets this, I feel like we should just refocus here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that does look pretty cool.
Right?
What does it look like?
Check it out.
Ooh, that is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, right, it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, so now it was white on the sides with black stripes, and it was just evergreen green on the top part, always back. And then for add-ons, I had two side storage units. For a little while, I was doing floodlights, but I never fucking used them, so I just got rid of them.
I couldn't figure out how to turn them on.
Oh,
you just have to add it to the ability buttons.
Oh, duh. That makes more sense.
Then I added
the other thing they don't tell you can use.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, in order to like do the very first the handbrake, they tell you
Oh yeah, that's true.
show you like, hey, add it to your little bar thing here.
I do not remember having this conversation with anyone in the game.
I don't know if they. I don't think it was a conversation. I think it was just something your goggles actually told you to do.
I do not believe that, because it would have happened because I didn't have anything until you get the
handbrake.
No. Like, at the very end
the limb
of the
shield.
game.
Yeah,
the
that
shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I never had anything slotted there.
Really?
Because like I didn't know what it was. I clearly got past it without having to do anything.
Yeah, I mean,
because there was nothing there for the entirety of the game, and then it just sat there, and I forgot about it, and I just didn't even worry about it because why would I?
Yeah, no, that's fair,
dude. Shit like this is when I like fully get it when developers are like, listen, I know that a bunch of people don't like the yellow paint that we put on stuff, but people just have a bad fucking time if you don't put the yellow paint on stuff.
Oh,
like,
I have something that relates strictly to that.
Oh, fuck. I'm just grabbing a drink quick.
for sure. Yeah. So then I had the 2 side storages. Eventually I got rid of the floodlights for a wind turbine on one side, and the lightning rod on the other side. I probably would take. I would probably take the lightning rod off just because at this point, like, half the time I'm just taking damage instead of also taking the fucking energy because of the lightning rod.
Honestly, by the end, I never even like dropped with battery.
Really?
Yeah, like I had the turbine and the lightning rod on. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
I would have like my lights on, windshield wipers. It wouldn't go down from 85.
I see.
Never saw it drop. Maybe just like a point, like a whole number, but like once I got those 2 upgrades, the turbine and the lightning rod, never an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then on the top, I had the ion shield in the very front. In the back, I had the radar, which one point I got hit with some like explosives. I assume I hit some of the turrets or something. And I think I was in an area where like it had a status effect to make it so shit would fall off your car if that happened. And I did not notice that it fell off because I'd never used it.
That's so funny.
I sooner noticed that my door was missing before I noticed that, there's a giant satellite that's not on the top of my car anymore. Where'd that go?
Nice.
So, yeah, and then in the back seats, for a little while I had the jumping jacks, and then I got rid of that shit because I neat fucking used it, and half the time it would hurt me anyway, so I was like, why do I want this? But I replaced it with the leak-proof fuel tank, which then made fuel a lot easier for me. And then I also had the auto parker, because God knows I fucking love that thing.
I love the auto parker.
God, I love the auto parker.
I love auto parker.
Dude, yeah, I think one of my first complaints in my notes is straight up like, why is there no parking hotkey?
There should be.
They give you every other hotkey.
Yeah.
Except for fucking parking.
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why is there not one? Why do I always have to look to my right and fucking hit the fucking R1 to turn?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, no, I do fully agree. Like, I'm okay with having a button to put it in park and take it out of park. I'm also okay with them making it so you have an upgrade so you don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
The fact that, like, especially when you're playing on a controller, you have to, like, wait for your fucking dude to drag his dumbass eyes down to it so you can hold R1 for 10 seconds while he fucking puts it in drive, and then you looked away too fast, so you started the car and hit the gas and you're still in park, idiot. There's an achievement for doing this too many times.
I did get this. Fun fact.
Yeah.
This is why I always go into the settings, because I hate games where you have to hold to activate. You can change it from hold to press. It doesn't do it for everything. Solved a lot of issues.
I think I considered looking for one, but I was like, nah, it's okay. I do often do that though, because in most games, fuck that.
I do try to make it a habit of exploring almost all the accessibility options or gameplay options, just for my own benefit.
Yeah,
it's like small life things like that. It's like, this is gonna save me a lot of time.
Yeah.
Click.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I do that a lot. Like, I usually do that for PC games anyway. Like, I'll end up scrolling the options or the settings anyway, because that's just what you fucking do. But anytime I'm having an issue that I'm like, this should be solvable, I usually start looking through the options, because half the time you end up finding like, oh yeah, the developers also found out that this sucked for a lot of people and you can change it. But yeah.
Yeah, I ended up turning the car off a lot more than turning it on.
You wouldn't realize you had left it on, and then...
Well, no, like, when I go to, like, go into park, I end up just turning the car off, and it's like, fuck. Or going to... the worst is, of course, when you go into drive, and then you turn the car off, because it's like, awesome, now I can't drive, now I have to fucking... Like, yeah, just shit like that, where it was like, all this could have been fixable if there was just a fucking hotkey, man.
Yeah,
it's like you could still have the auto parker with that hotkey in there. It's just now you don't have to press the hotkey anymore.
Yeah, no, I think that should have been an option. Like, because yeah, you don't have to look down at, like, in real life, you don't have to look down at your fucking, your gear shift to do it. Your fucking, yeah.
You're perned.
You don't?
You're perndle.
You don't?
You don't get into your car, slowly look down, move it over the course of 10 seconds, and then go...
Yeah.
Guess don't just use the perned on your dashboard to know when you're park, reverse, neutral, or drive.
No, I look directly at the stick. Man.
Hey, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah,
yes, that works. It's a way to do it.
I get 2 inches away from the symbols on next to the shift.
I look at the shifter and then I accidentally turn the car off.
I'm looking down and I go, fuck! It happened again!
God damn it!
I'm just imagining it, like, they established that you don't have a radio to call anyone back, right? Like, everyone's just talking at you. Mm-hmm. I'm just imagining if they could they just keep hearing you just go like, fuck! God, it happened again! Son of a bitch!
If they could hear the words that came out of my mouth, they probably would have just abandoned me.
They'd be like, I think we gotta wait for someone else to bond with a fucking car. I don't know what to tell you.
Who wants to go first?
With
their thoughts on the game.
Oh, I thought we were already doing it.
I thought we were still just talking about how we had our cars set up.
Oh yeah, I suppose, yeah. So gameplay or story wise, or something else?
I mean, does we just pick a topic and just maybe Jay goes first, says this is what I liked or disliked. We can rebuttal.
I'm thinking more along the lines of we sandwich it. We start talking about what we disliked about the game.
Okay.
Go ahead, Nick.
That would be very hard for Nick to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have much on this. Is that actually what we're doing?
Oh yeah, I can start off.
No, I can if you want.
No,
I just didn't know if that's how you
fine,
actually wanted.
No, it's fine.
So, my biggest complaint is
I do want to, because this is such a minor one, but it affects me. It might affect you guys as well. I'm curious to know if this was a glitch for you guys as well. I love any video game that has the little notifications of oh, you found out something new and all that. I love it specifically when they also add in mark everything as red as a button. Because I'm a guy who does not like seeing notifications. So you know how you go in the logbook and you have all the dots? Did either one of you have it where there was just always a yellow dot next to the car, the door?
Oh.
yeah, I think so.
A yellow dot?
Yeah, it's saying that you learned something new.
The database.
Huh.
You know, it's whenever you get a new entry, there's that little yellow folder. There was one for me as well. I don't remember which category it was. Maybe it is the car doors, or maybe just car in general.
It'd be just car in general,
there would always just be a yellow
was
dot indicating, hey, there's a entry you haven't read. And then you scroll all the way through it, and then there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no new entry.
And what is a car?
Okay, so a car. These were invented in the late 1800s.
Okay.
As just a faster means of transportation.
Okay.
So
As opposed to
Made by who?
Horses.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, yeah. I do know what those are. Don't worry.
Okay, good. So, the automobile, as they're sometimes called, it uses the combustion engine. So, do you know what combustion is?
Yeah, it's comes after Tortrick, before Blaziken.
Yes. So you use. So I was gonna make the Pokemon joke if you didn't. I just want that known. I'm so glad you took the opportunity. Because I would have picked it up if you didn't.
Oh my god. I didn't notice the yellow dot. I didn't really bother looking through the log.
Oh, okay, you're a freak. I see.
Like I noticed it. It bothered me for a little bit, and then I closed the database and then completely forgot about it.
Oh, no, I constantly am always like, because I'll just have a yellow dot next to the logbook.
See,
which it doesn't have it for that one spot at least, so like it doesn't always show that. But like when I go in there, it's always there. It's always on that car door, and I'm like,
you know what?
What the fuck is?
You know what fixes that?
Finding everything.
No, never reading them. So then there's a ton of yellow dots. So then you'll never know if it is or isn't.
No, the Chad version.
There is a part of me that's super curious to know if I found everything in the car equipment area, if that dot would go away or if it just wouldn't.
I don't think it would.
I don't think it would.
Probably not. I will say also, when first looking at the logbook and like seeing all the different shit and like blueprints and all that, I was like, oh god, I hope this game isn't gonna make me fucking learn about cars. I'm gonna have to fucking switch my engine from V6 to a V8, add a fucking turbo and whatever the hell else car people jargon say.
You have to change the oil? I don't know how to fucking do that.
Dude, imagine if you had to change the oil.
Does it take crude or olive? I don't know. They don't tell me. They don't teach me these things.
Yeah, coconut actually.
Okay. See, they don't teach me this stuff in high school.
That's true.
Something else. Actually, yeah, we can probably talk. I mean, seeing as how that was the main complaint from most of us is like the lack of hand holding on certain things.
Yeah, I hated that.
The very first instance of that for me was when you get the car. And you're sitting there and you're trying to like figure out like, I'm looking at the gas. I'm seeing the gas is empty because it starts off empty, like, or it gives you just like a little enough to drive forward. And I'm like looking around trying to find a gas can because like every time I get in the car and try to drive, I'm like, why? I'm hearing myself go. Why is this not working? It took me 6 minutes before I looked down. I'm like, oh, I'm in park. That's why I'm like this. Because the game doesn't immediately go like, look over here. Hey, there's the park. Instead, it tells you all the other fucking hotkeys.
Huh.
Well, I was playing controller, so it never showed me any hotkeys. But before I got out of the vehicle, my first instinct was to put it in park and turn it off. So, I mean... user error, I guess. I don't know.
I don't remember running into that.
I will say for me, it definitely said the hotkeys for controller because like left is like your lights, right is your.
I mean, yeah, those, but like there weren't other.
Well, like, that's the one I was talking about. Okay. Like it told you how to use those, but then didn't tell you the hotkey for switching gears because there fucking isn't one.
There's different gears.
Yeah, so in a car.
Yeah, so in a car.
No, in the game, are there different gears?
No, it's just park and drive.
Yeah, it's just park and drive.
Oh, okay. That's what okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
No, yeah, you're probably right. Most people would say switching gears if they're talking about, using a fucking manual.
Yeah, going from first, second to...
Thank God this game
16th.
didn't do.
Yeah, I'm definitely glad. Like
16.
I was joking.
they keep it. They're like, we want to tap into the desire to work on a car, but we also don't want to tap too far in. And I think that I personally like that decision.
Mhm.
Like, we were for sure clowning on the Tink earlier.
Mhm.
I prefer that.
Yes.
Like-
No, like that was absolutely the way to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's funny because you're just shooting foam at a place that may or may not have a crack in it, and you're hitting a just tink tink with a wrench, and it's fixed.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take it.
The foam, I will say, is at least excusable because it's like the foam is just filling up the cracks.
True, but you can just shoot it anywhere. Is the problem? Is my issue?
Oh,
with
okay.
it.
Yeah, no, I
And
never
it-
did that.
Like, because like it could be a crack in the glass. You can shoot like the door itself, and it'll still work.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, of
like
course.
it's not telling you where the crack is, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But like, thankfully, they're not making you figure out where the seal needs to go. It's like, no, dumbass, it didn't work because you didn't put it on the glass. Or no, dumbass, you put it on the glass and not like the crack bottom.
Yeah. And I think the closest the game gets to like actual car repair is that like quirks station or whatever, the tinkering station, where you just kind of have to try and figure it out. Which, yeah, they should explain that shit better because they don't.
Well, I mean, you could just get the upgrade, and it's like, there you go. You have a tinker station. I'm like, what does it
What
do?
does it do?
And then you're just met with silence. And then you can, I don't remember if it has an entry in like the logbook, but plenty of other things do. And you just get flavor text. And I'm like, this is not helpful.
Yeah, I will say,
whatsoever.
yeah, one of my complaints is definitely there were plenty of times when I would like analyze an anomaly or something, and I would be like, I want to know how this works, and I'd go in and it would be like, yeah, this guy saw it one time and he was really scared, and it's like, guys, I think a lot of your writing in this game is charming, but stop.
Yeah.
Like I get for like some of them I'm not saying that as soon as I see something, because like part of the point of the game is that you're in like this crazy science fiction anomaly.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be very alien, very like hard to understand at times. But once I like analyze it, can I make a request? Please just tell me what it is and how to deal with it.
Yes.
Like it bothers me that there's no real way to combat anomalies. They also, I don't feel, explain anomalies, period. When they talk about them like in the story, they're just kind of amorphous things. They don't tell you that it can show up as a UFO, a puddle of spikes, a field of electric mist, a giant thing of hands and people that explode upon contact. Like they don't really explain it to you, period. So when you scan them, they don't really give you any tips to defeat them, if there was a way. I don't even think there is.
No.
To avoid them, or how best to keep them away.
Yeah.
I think those two things would have really helped me, because like I can waste resources keeping things away instead of upgrading my car. That is fine. I'm willing to like, you know, it's a balance. That's like kind of what survival games are. I have a question for you guys. What color is the exits for the areas? Like the
Orange.
lights. No. The
Oh.
lights. Like outs,
Blue.
like when you're driving. Yes, blue.
Yeah.
Right? What color is the UFO?
Oh, like
The abductors.
Yeah.
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 Blue.
blue.
So, guess who interacted with them for the first time and got whipped a mile away? Who was very upset when this happened because the game didn't adequately prepare you or tell you, hey, these things are dangerous, don't go near them. And then avoided pretty much everything that had a light. So Nick didn't know that there were bunnies that could heal you.
Oh yeah.
That there were trees that shot out music that healed you and your car.
That one I didn't figure out for a really long
So
time.
no, but because they use the same colors, like the UFO and the exits, Nick thought, oh, everything that isn't normal is bad. Which I also tried to stay away from as many anomalies as I could, and because Nick didn't really figure out the research station for a little while, which requires you to scan anomalies, was behind.
Oof.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like because they don't, and this is why I dislike the game.
Yeah.
They really just, because there's not adequate explanation, they literally are just lopping me at the knees and just saying, so you have to do this. Bitch, I don't even know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's. I would say I think that's my main issue with Pacific Drive is that they don't explain the anomalies. Like, so obviously the logbook will always give you like little thing. Like, okay, it's cute, it's funny to get these little flavor texts. Like when you look at the abductor one, it's just like some guy calling his wife and like, yeah, we're stuck in a tree right now, so yeah, I'll see you at dinner, maybe, in like the next 5 hours when we finally get down from here. And it's like, okay, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what I was saying. It's like even if I would have even been able to been willing to compromise if they had been like you have to scan them and then get back to the garage and then like your findings get, you know, like all your analyzations get submitted and the 3 scientists on the line are all like, oh cool, yeah, we've run into this, we've run into this, and like maybe by the time you get to the center there starts to be less information, so like, you know, maybe some of the stuff in there it's like, we've never fucking seen that, I can't give you any information, you gotta figure that out yourself, I'm sorry. But like the shit on the outer edge, they should know all about that.
Mm-hmm.
They should be able to be like, hey man, this thing heals you, this thing is scary bad. Like I do think I do think there is value in not necessarily giving you all the information on all the anomalies right away, just because of the nature of the game, but I do think that there's too much information without.
Well, I think that a good compromise would be to, if there was a way to repel them, or a good method to keep them away, put it in the flavor text. Say, the abductors really dislike bioluminescent lights. I don't know. I'm just picking something here.
Yeah.
And like, so when you finally get the bio headlights, they stay away. Yeah. It also bothers me that there's like 4 or 5 things, different anomalies that do the exact same thing a lot of times. I felt there was like too many to keep track of that do the same thing. Because like the abductors, I still don't know what they're called, but they'll like shoot a grappling at like one of my carports and yank it and
pickpockets.
Yeah, sure, if that's what they're called. And then the bubble gums, who while I'm driving at high speeds can somehow just yank my car and then
yeah.
I'm like, okay, for items I would understand. Like I'm running through and they just yank it on my hand. Sure, right. A car going 90 miles an hour, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I will.
That one, like, so, like I don't know. I feel like there's too many things that are the same thing. That it's just like really. After a while, I'm like, fuck you guys.
Yeah,
It's fair.
Yeah, and like I'm sure because I know there's also like the little log books or the little notes that you find throughout the game that like. There is like anomaly studies and anomaly, but like I'm not gonna fucking sit there and read those just to find out, oh, okay, this is exactly what it does.
Yeah.
If that is even what it is, which I doubt. I'm willing to bet it is probably another just little story that gives you a vague idea of what they might do. Like the abductors, like, yeah, I mean, I don't like that they all do the same thing. At least they all look different, unlike the spikes. Like, you have the spike puddles and the spike logs. I didn't know there was 2 separate things until...
There's spike logs?
Yeah. Yeah, you know when they're all just, like, conglomerate together and they're a little further up?
What the fuck?
Yeah, of course you wouldn't. Because it just looks the same as a fucking spike puddle.
Huh. I didn't know those were 2 separate things.
Yeah, no, they're... Yeah, and you have to scan the spike log in order to get another upgrade in the game. I don't remember what's the upgrade, though, but I think it's, like, fucking... I think it was for the anti-puncture tires.
Oh.
You have to scan that one. Shit like that where it's just like minor detail. Like even the... so I think like there are certain tourists that are like slightly different. Or like...
Well, yeah, there's shock tourists and there's normal tourists. And then...
And like granted, yes, there is a difference between the two, but like if you're a normal player that is avoiding anomalies, you're not gonna go near it to find out. Oh, okay,
Exactly.
this is separate from this anomaly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, like what they want you to do is very opposite of what I feel they're teaching you right at the beginning of the game, and that's to just stay away from them. But then you need to scan them. It's like, well, why am I gonna go up and scan them if they're just gonna whip me a mile away? Kind of counterintuitive to what you're trying to teach.
Did you ever get the? I mean, obviously the limb shield you get by default, but there's that other bumper you can get. You got that.
I did get that one.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Which, to me, did not do shit. Unless that
Really?
was supposed to be a thing that you're supposed to add to your skills.
You have to assign it on like that panel.
That's why I never did anything. Never mind.
I
That
don't
makes sense.
remember if it was the limp pulse or I think it might have been the limb shield.
Yeah,
Because it was like sustained, it stayed.
yeah. The limb shield is sustained, and then there's one you can get way earlier that is just for like a second. I think that just like
I know the one that they give you to get into the third layer
right.
is like
That was
like a
sustained.
couple seconds.
Oh really?
Yeah, for me it was.
Really?
Maybe I got them mixed up in my. I thought one was the other when I was assigning them. I could be wrong, but I remember it only being like a second or two.
Really?
Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one, or maybe I thought like it was one, but it was actually the other. Like, I don't need to spend too much time on that.
Yeah, no, that's valid.
I don't know if you ran into this.
Mm.
I did find a fail state.
Oh, dead end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which pissed me off.
Yeah, no, it pissed me off
Because
too.
you can like summon a portal that'll take me away. Like there were things
Yeah.
where I could see you can get the anchors
Mhm.
in that area,
Yeah.
and then
There's just no.
there's no way to get out.
Yeah.
I was trying to collect. I don't even remember what I was trying to do. I was collecting things
Mhm.
so that I could make something.
Right.
So I had to abandon.
Yep.
And lose literally all. Like I was like this close. I think it was actually those sap crystals or whatever they're called. I needed 12 of them. I had 7.
Oh my.
I had found some while out there.
Mhm.
Had to abandon. I had 2.
Oh my god.
So I okay. Full disclosure, I started on Pacific Drive.
Yeah.
I had dropped it down.
Mm.
Just because like I had dropped the game like once or twice.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, if I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't have picked it back up.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I just knocked it down to the easiest level. And I was like, I don't care. I'm just going to finish this.
That's fair.
There wasn't that, like, much of a dire threat. Like, things were still going to abduct me. Things were still going to get in my way. It was just, I don't think it took as much damage was really the biggest thing.
Okay.
And then it also takes away the penalty of losing your stuff when you abort a
No.
mission. That was like a big one. I was like, yes,
Yeah,
I'm
no.
absolutely going to do this.
I think
Because like I think there were 2, maybe 3 times
really.
I had to abort because I was like trying to figure out where things, and this was before I figured out it shows the biomes of where the items are going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah.
like I couldn't find it. I was like, I'm not gonna waste any more time. Because there was the dead end. I had started an expedition by accident. I was like, I'm not gonna find these things. Left, still not realizing, and maybe that was before. Anyways, I had just dropped the difficulty down to be like, I'm sick of this.
Yeah, I will say, if there's one thing that I'm just like, you should just remove this from the game, it's dead ends.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that to me is...
Did you get one?
No.
Oh.
I warned
luckily,
him about it.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
you
one, he did warn me. about
I
it.
didn't know about it until I'm so sorry.
You didn't tell me.
I'm so sorry.
I see how it is.
I'm so sorry. I didn't run into it until I had like already beaten the game.
Yeah, for one, I never not even saw anything for it because I would just do the... Like, that's the thing
I think it was me trying to get into the 3rd layer
Oh really?
is when I ran into a dead end.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was before I broke through. I think I was trying to get parts to make the shield to get into the third layer. Is if I remember correctly. That was the point where I was like, no, cranked it all the way down.
Yeah,
easiest setting. I was like, he was like, you want to earn trophies this way? I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I for one, because you said it warns you if you're going near a dead end, right?
It'll warn you before you route to it, but usually by then you have no other routes you can take. Like that was my experience at least.
I had one other I could take. I figured what it meant was that you couldn't take another route out.
Yeah.
Because when you go into a dead end, it doesn't matter how many, you can get all the anchors in that area. You can never open a portal to get out of there. So you're pretty much just waiting until the storm comes, and then you die.
That's from what it sounds like. That sounds like what is what is supposed to happen, which is like, why?
But it doesn't tell you that that's what's going to happen. What I just thought it meant there's no like orange marker, so you can go to like another area, which is kind of weird that you can't just backtrack on places.
Yeah,
the map's always kind of bothered me a little bit.
Yeah.
But
like I
to some extent it makes sense because like the area you were just in theoretically should have the yellow and red coming in. So
yeah,
like
I mean like you start here and then you go up here. I understand not going backwards, but like
take a different route.
Take
that
a different route
go backwards.
that technically goes backwards towards the garage. You can't do that, and that doesn't make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they just did it so you would use the expedition, which I never used, to be honest.
Expedition?
The like hard drive with the extra shit.
Oh, the ones I was doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like I never did them. I did the one because it doesn't make you actually. I did it because like that was the only actually one of the few things I felt like they tried to explain. I don't think they succeeded in any way, but they really did try to explain what it was. So I did one and I was like, oh, I don't like these. Left.
Yeah. It feels like they're better saved for later.
Yeah, I don't know why there needs to be a fail state.
Yeah,
really got under my skin when it happened. I was like, this makes no sense. And then I lose all the materials that I was using, or that I brought the materials with me so that I could make it there because I thought I needed to make it there. Fun fact, you didn't. Damn. Because you need a level 2 workbench. And the one in the car until you upgrade it is level 1. Nick didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I think I just upgraded the workbench to a tier 2 at the very end. Since I finally had enough shit for it, and I think probably also scanned the right thing.
I think mine was 3 by the end.
That makes sense because for me, like because I didn't really pay attention to the biomes, I never went out to like find shit. I just went in one direction and just was like, well, whatever I find, I find. Yeah.
Because it's really small text.
Yep.
That you would never see.
Yeah, like I eventually did figure out like, okay, once you've like found shit, obviously it'll show it in that bottom right corner when you're looking at the map. Be like, hey, this shit's here. That's what I mostly went off of. But yeah, I don't think I ever figured out if you're looking for this resource, these are the biomes you can find it in. Never saw that.
How could you have?
Yeah, no, it is unfortunate. It's like, and what's funny is I like the style of a lot of the UI and stuff.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's not really my thing, but I definitely appreciate that they really go into it. Like, everything feels pretty cohesive as far as UI goes.
Yeah.
But, there are times where it's just detrimental. Like, text is a little too small. Things are maybe not where they should be. But, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Funnily enough, the other reason why I didn't have because my whole thought was to continue to scan all the anomalies because I wanted to know what they were and what they did. I think the other thing that reinforced that was the fact that like when I went underneath an abductor for the first time, nothing fucking happened.
Go
really?
Yeah,
you can
no.
suck shit.
I said, I even have in this notes here, the anomalies are cool, though I have no idea what the abductors do because I drove right under one and nothing fucking happened. But then I added in lines from a later in my playthrough where I said those fucking grabby bastards stole my fucking scrapper. And then as I'm going to get scrapper, they're fucking there was like 3 of them. And now they're just fucking dragging around my car, and I'm just like, stop fucking grabbing my car, you little shits!
You wanna know something else? They'll grab you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. For the longest time, it would just grab my car, and then one was like behind me. I knew it was gonna like catch my car because I placed it there, not knowing that it would kind of get in the path. I was trying to get into my car, and then I was whipped away. And I'm like, I hate you so much.
Yeah, I didn't find that out until the inner circle where that happened to me as well. Because like normally I just take your shit if you have shit in your hand.
Yeah.
I think that canonically makes the character bald. Just because it's a plunger. How else it's gonna... How, you can't plunge somebody that has hair.
That's so true. They teach you that in plumber school.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't know if that's true or not.
That does remind there was a point I had the top XL storage on my car.
I did too.
Yeah, very, very useful.
Oh, 100% useful. I never needed any other storage after that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, maybe I should use that.
And there was one point when I was driving along, and there's a clunk, and I go, huh. And first thing I do, good driver I am, I look at the little heads-up display, and I'm like, motherfucker. My storage is missing from the top of my car. So I get out of my car and I'm like, you fuck! and there's a pickpocket. And that piece of shit, because, they just fly off in a direction, stop somewhere, and they have the, siren thing that goes off so you know where to go to get your shit back.
It's just so weird.
It's so weird, but motherfucker is above one of those, crumbly zones.
Ooh, the devil.
It blew up the storage, which scattered my shit all over the fucking thing, and it's still in the crumbly thing. So I'm fucking on the edge of the thing, being like, fuck, patching myself up, running back in, grabbing as much shit as I can carry.
I thought I had some bad days.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, dude. I'm surprised you kept going.
There was another time way earlier on. I had just gotten full steel paneling. I was so excited. My boy was looking so sleek, so nice. I drive, first place I drive to, I stop. I'm looting some cabins, and then I get the bleep bleep. Your fucking car is under attack. And I go out, and I'm like, ah, because those stupid fucking Tesla coils from the ground that just are like, yeah, I'm gonna go over here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and they just fucking and by the time I drive my car out of there, it is bare. I don't have anything left on that fucking car. by the time I hit the fucking portal, I once again, car, bare, nothing, and I am barreling down a hill, and I fucking flip the car and slide on my side into the portal.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
That it was fucking crazy.
That is hilarious.
Oh my god.
Man. That is crazy.
Yeah, that is wild.
It was a moment early in that run, I was like, fuck this game. And by the end of it, I was like, okay, any game where that happens has some hands.
Yeah.
I will say, they're survival games. There will always be a moment where it's this is gonna test whether you're gonna keep going or not.
Yeah.
That was yours.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no.
There. Also, to add on to the Minutemen, just because, even though we kind of talked about this already, but I hate the fact that the Minutemen are just the coils, not the thing that goes around and digs underground. That is the spark crawler or some shit like that, and you have to catch up to it in order to scan it. It's very difficult. It's even more difficult when it starts charging back at you. But yeah, they're two separate entities, which is why?
You know what pisses me off about the The Minutemen.
The fact that they're not men, nor are they minutes.
That, because the game is almost always nighttime, and the only way to determine whether it's a Minuteman up ahead or not is because there's a pile of junk. It's kind of moving, but there's a black mist, like, kind of coating it.
Yeah, the trap.
You would never notice at night until the lights are right on it, and by that time, the pylons are already coming out of the ground.
Yeah, I would always notice it like a quarter second too late.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like turning out of it, and like I would get out more unscathed than I would have at first, but like definitely get shocked.
Oh my god! Like that was probably my least favorite anomaly, and the one I had the most issues with because it got me just about every time.
Yeah.
Damn. No, I think my least...
Like, it took a while for me to figure out that the pile of junk, which looks like every other pile of junk...
Yeah.
This pile of junk, though, has a black mist coming out of it.
It's also vibrating.
A little bit.
Yeah, I feel like it starts vibrating a lot when you get close. But yeah, you don't know...
When you
have to get
close.
You have to get close.
And like,
but
when
you
you're
kind of like see it go...
But I feel like it'll
far
do
enough
it like
away.
in kind of waves. It'll go like this, and it'll stop for a little bit. It might still shake a little bit, and it'll go kind of, and then it'll, it comes and goes. And if you hit it at the wrong point, but I'm also barreling down as fast as possible to get away from the last anomaly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just I'm going, and then I see it. It's like, and like for the longest time, I didn't even know that's what was causing it. For like half the time I had to deal with it. They were just coming out of the ground randomly.
Yeah.
In my perspective, I was like, "What is going on?"
For sure.
We talk about quirks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say what's my least favorite anomaly.
Oh.
Which would be the things that make the burp noise and then they have the corruption everywhere. Like that shit always fucks you up so hard.
Honestly,
until the third one, where now there's raining fucking giant fucking rectangular cubes down from the skies that also do that.
I kind of like those.
They are cool.
I
do think they're cool.
The acid ones in the second zone.
The ones that like burp out acid.
I don't know. It was kind of like the only time I had like. It sounds kind of weird, but it felt kind of like one of those survival, like almost Mad Max, where you're trying to like dodge the things that are falling out of the sky. I don't know. Like
you get some on your windshield and you have to hit the wiper.
Yeah, did you guys ever run into the acid storms?
Yeah.
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 I tried to avoid one as much as possible. Then when I was going through one, I was like, okay, I actually kind of enjoyed that one because you can kind of see where they're coming down. It's like you just kind of duck and weave because they hit right before you. Got like, oh my god, oh boy.
So you're talking about the meteor storms where the giant rocks fall down?
No, I'm talking about the acid storms where the balls of acid come out of the sky.
I have not.
Oh,
I've never experienced it.
But yeah, I don't know. Because a few of them would hit my windshield. I was like the only time where I felt like windshield wipers actually had a purpose.
Yeah.
I feel like they should have had one or two more things.
Like the rain sometimes will be kind of annoying. It was not often. It was like one or two times, or it was like windshield wipers during the rain. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of enjoyed that one actually.
That's fair. Yeah, sorry, I was talking about the moment where it just goes and then it expands the corrosive, not the geysers that shoot out.
My bad.
I
don't think
the ones that are like okay, gotcha.
I don't know if I remember those ones.
Yeah, I remember radiation just showing up. I don't remember corrosive shit just showing up.
Oh, it technically is the same thing. Like it's the thing that will bring you to a 5.0 if there's already a 2.5 happening or something like that.
Yeah, like hot dust.
Hot dust. Yes, that's the one.
Yeah,
hot dust I hated the most because it would just happen. Like there was no build up to it. You just eventually I started to notice like, oh, you can hear a sound before that, and then you hear the and then the hot dust goes everywhere. But like before then, it would just be like, you know, you're gathering, and all of a sudden just and it's like, what the fuck? Why?
I mostly noticed that when I would grab an anchor.
It does happen more often with the anchor, but sometimes like or even with this last couple playthroughs where I'm like vacuuming up the swamp coral or the eggs and just randomly it'll just start doing it. I'm like, awesome, cool.
Et tu?
For least favorite anomaly.
Oh,
And you in French.
I'd
Fucked up for
say
you to say something in French.
He is French.
I'm also part French, unfortunately.
Not this guy.
Don't you worry. I'm 100% not French. Yeah, I think, because, like, don't get me wrong, every anomaly has its moment where it spits
for sure.
directly into your open eyeball. But I think, I'm really trying to.
If you don't have one, that's not bad.
Yeah, I don't think I have one in particular that pissed me off the most, but, like, as I was thinking, it's like, I remember a time when the fucking, like, ground spikes got me. I remember a time when ground big spikes got me. Like, I'd fucking park. I would fucking park, and I'd be like, alright, time to get my Olympium. And then I'd just hear, like, and I'd be like, no! And I'd leave there with 4 pop tires and missing something. Like, and then I'd be like, I got away, and then I would hear like, I'm like, no, it's happening again. Yeah, I shredded some tires from like one time because I like that literally happened in like the inner zone where I was like, I like got away from one, and I was like, okay, time to fix the tires, and then I heard another one, and I was like, well, I either fix the tires and they just pop immediately anyway, or I shred them all and figure it out later. And I did that, and then my fucking car was stranded for a while because I didn't have the materials to make new tires. And that was the one fucking time that this goddamn game wasn't putting 16 cars in front of me every 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? Where are all the cars?
Yeah.
I've the amount of cars that I've stopped to scrap that have been like, there's 6 tires on this one somehow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't need any of these. Woohoo! I'm gonna take the fuel. Maybe. But then I'm like, please, I'm desperate. 1 tire. And the game's like, I don't know if you're aware. There hasn't been a tire made in 20 years. Like, fuck off.
Oh yeah.
But I like the game. It's pretty good.
I'll say the blacksmiths are a bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, the blacksmiths.
And
Yeah,
they were a bitch. I did like them.
Yeah,
The first time I saw one, I saw this giant like block just suck in stuff. I literally stood there like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And then everything just wave outwards. I'm like, oh no.
I'm like, whoa, that was weird. And then
I
turned back to my vehicle. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, like I had dodged everything. I got away. Idiot. Turned back to look, and it did exactly the same thing. It just exploded again. I was like, oh no.
I gotta do this once!
I just want to watch.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, that is actually how I lost that door and the fucking radar.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was because the thing went off, and I was too busy being like, I gotta get away, instead of looking in my rearview mirror and noticing that there are 2 things sitting back there.
Fun fact: in the accessibility settings, there is a setting that will highlight containers with stuff in it, so you don't need the radar for the items.
What the fuck? What the fuck's the point?
Always explode the settings.
I guess.
I mean, I feel like the radar still helps with like finding shit far away.
Yeah,
like, that's how I figure.
No, absolutely. There's like a range to it for the light up, but and it's only for containers, not like other stuff. But
yeah, no, that's fair though.
100%.
That is helpful. You wanted to talk about quirks?
I don't understand them. They're just car STDs that you can. They are.
I know you're.
And I'm now. I don't. Did you guys ever figure out how you get them, or where you get them?
No, I actually don't know where they.
Thank
come
God,
from.
because like.
Yeah, they just happen.
Okay.
That's how it feels at least.
Yeah.
It seems like.
Because I kid you not, I was driving. Fun fact in the game, where you drive a bunch.
Yeah.
And I had just started the area. And, holding down R2 to go forward. And then I immediately start slowing down finger still pressed, and start going in reverse.
Huh.
What was the problem, Nick?
Because the reverse button now put me forward. They swapped them.
That was just a quirk?
Yes.
Wow.
I got it. I had just started that area.
Wow.
Randomly, I had encountered 0 anomalies.
Oh my god.
So I was just driving, and all of a sudden, my reverse and forward had switched. And so I was convinced, or not, maybe not convinced. I had a theory that the quirks were just created or given to you when you get fucked up by an anomaly. Like there's a % chance.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that one, that instance, literally just took that idea, was like, wow, this is really, and threw it over its shoulder into the blacksmith.
Mm.
I don't know.
No, yeah. I think... Yeah, actually, now that you say that, now I don't know. Because I legitimately thought that, like, more or less... And actually, I do change my answer. Well, I kind of changed my answer by my least favorite anomaly. I thought that you get those... it's a % chance from the left-rights.
Yeah, I thought maybe.
Actually, yeah, no, I changed my fucking answer. I fucking hate the left-rights. Those things have... More towards the late game, like beginning of the game, like they're easy to deal with. But like when you get to the later part of the game and they just start throwing them all over the fucking place.
Oh yeah, they definitely got worse as you go in. But I don't even know if it would be like for that instance. I guess it would make sense for the left right to do that. But like I had a quirk where when I closed the trunk, the horn would just go off. Yes. Yeah.
Dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know.
No,
they don't make any sense.
Oh yeah. Well,
and, like,
they're quirky.
I know, but like if I knew a way, I feel like it should tell you, hey, this is how you get them. Would be so great.
I think technically it does. It's just like, oh, if you drive a car for long enough, it develops its own quirks.
That is not. I'm sorry. That is just stupid. I have no other word for that.
I mean, they're not wrong. Cars have quirks.
Sure.
Definitely not as typically not as weird as the ones that they give you, though.
That's true. My car's had some weird quirks.
But
I don't know. I feel like that's just. I don't know if I believe that one.
I personally do. I fully agree.
Okay.
They don't explain it well enough.
No.
Yeah.
I, however, do like the goofy shit that I like this version of car quirks where it's like when I close this door, the horn honks. When I turn on the windshield wipers, I go in reverse. Like, whatever.
Is that one that actually happened to you?
No.
Okay.
So, I for the most part in the beginning, yes, they were harmless. They were kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
And because the Tinker Station was almost 0% explained.
Yeah.
I didn't know closing the trunk and it honking was a quirk.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Whenever I got a quirk. Actually, I think 2, but I finished the game, so I never explored why. But one of them that I had for a little while is if I would go too fast, or if I would speed up too fast, the back left door would open. And if you tumble, it will rip the door off.
Yeah.
If you do, there were things at times where I was like, this is not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Someone please explain the Tinker Station to me. So instead of anyone explaining it to me, I upgrade, because they never explain it to you, you have 0 reason to upgrade the Tinker Station.
Right.
And use those resources elsewhere. I did upgrade it because I was sick of my door coming off. Also because, I don't know if this happened to you guys, when you would get out, the car would just sometimes be in the ground a little bit.
Yeah, that would happen to me sometimes.
So I would also spawn a little behind, so my own body would rip off the door. Because there was something where the door was. Even though, I was supposed to be a little ahead.
Wow.
So I had to reapply that door. So, I upgraded it. I wasted a lot of stable energy just getting the free diagnostic. It just puts, again, there's 4 columns. You just pick a column, and it tells you Oh, yeah. These are all the things it could be.
Yep.
So you still have to figure out the second column.
And the third and the fourth.
And the third and the fourth.
I just eventually started only doing the first and second, and then just went down the list with.
Yeah, like you can do like the first one and the third one, and you can probably pretty easily figure out the second and fourth one. Like that's eventually what I did. It's still bullshit. The whole system, it really bothers me.
Yeah, I mean, I do think a lot of it at its core is like they don't sit down and go, hey, do you like? They can even have like, do you want a tutorial on how this works? Like, you have a quirk in your car which will affect how it operates. Would you like to see how the Tinker Station works? And then you could say yes, and then it could go, so yeah, so blah 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 and blah blah blah, and you do this, and it's an if this happens, then this happens, and then you get this and apply the fix. Like it's fairly like how it works is fairly simple. It's just trying to pay attention to what the car does and like logic it out from there. But and then the game will just be like, and here's how you fix it. But getting to that point is not intuitive.
Yeah. There was only like I had never noticed most of the quirks. Half the time I would just get back to the garage and I just hit R2 just to like see if there were any, and then I would just immediately start guessing them without actually knowing. There was only twice where I noticed, like I knew there was a quirk happening. One was every single time I would reverse, the hood would just go up.
Oh yeah, that was my first one.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think the first one was close the trunk, horn goes off for me. But yeah, that would be.
Yeah, I kept being
That
like,
would be
why the fuck
infuriating.
why does my hood keep going up?
Oh my god, that would be infuriating.
There was that, and then I think it comboed, because I had two of them that comboed. The second one I just recently cured and also like didn't fucking notice at all. It was like something to do with my wipers, so it was just like, yeah, there's no way I would ever notice this. But yeah, I think it was like when my hood goes up, my dome light goes on. So there was that. But the other one that I also noticed that like I at first didn't realize it was a quirk. I was in the area where like, you know, the ghost would suddenly take over your car, which also super cool mechanic. You guys didn't get that?
The ghost takes over your car?
There's like certain areas where like the car just will move on its own and do its own shit when you exit it.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. There's no ghost.
Well, I mean, it has a little thing that shows a ghost.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of something else then. Because there were, you know, like the area can have like its own little effect.
Yeah.
There's one called Unreliable Partner, which when you're not in the car, it'll just do whatever it wants.
What?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Huh.
Yes.
I never had that.
Really?
No.
I did. You know what happened?
Uh-oh.
I was trying to get an anchor,
Uh-huh.
and it decided, I'm not going to be in park anymore, and I'm going to go down this hill. While the storm is coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
I probably should have just said, fuck the anchor. Because I had already activated the pillar.
Right.
I should have just been like, nah, just keep going. But it was like, right. No, it was like, almost all the time I will just ignore them. If I've already started the pillar. But this time I was like, it's literally right on the way. Park the car, grab it, turn around, car is down the hill. He is still going. He is hitting every tree, back up, go forward, tree, back up, go forward, tree, back up, go forward, rock.
And of course, the game the entire time was going, your car's getting damaged!
Yes!
Do something about
The
it!
horn's going off, the lights are flashing. I'm like, I know, you asshole! And like that was the one condition. I was like, this is wrong.
Yeah.
This is wrong. But no, I've never run into a ghost.
Oh no! It, like that is it. Unreliable Partner. It has a little picture of a ghost.
Oh sure. I guess I don't remember what it looks like.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You know, because I had the same thing, except for my car at least didn't accelerate. Like it. Well, I would accelerate, but it wouldn't like take off.
Well, actually, because I knew it was gonna be a thing. Because this is the one time I opened the logbook and I read it, I was like, oh, this is not good. I actually parked it up against a tree.
Oh.
so that it wouldn't go forward. It couldn't go forward.
But
I thought
it could go back.
it can go backwards.
Fun fact, there are 2 directions.
Yeah. Well, I figured. Well, it was also downhill
Oh,
against
yeah.
a tree.
Okay. Huh.
I thought I had thought of it.
Yeah.
No, I got out, and like 5 seconds later, it just took itself out of park, backed up a little bit to the side, down the hill. I was like, I hate you.
And
So much.
to answer your question from way back in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
yes, I did go after those pods during that moment while it was also the storm was going on. So
Why
it
would you,
was...
my question is, why would you activate it knowing you still have some to collect?
Oh no! This was one of the storms that was like gradually coming in. I did not.
Oh, because you
activate-
spent too much time there?
Yeah.
Okay, I get you now. I thought you had activated it and decided, no, I'm going to get these last ones. I'm like, why would you do that?
No.
But
I do have a story for that as well.
Then sometimes they just... The doctor will just activate a portal. And I'm like, I didn't explore this thing at all. I would kind of like time to do that. And then I have 0 time to do that because I'll die.
I have a full story about that one, but with the little pods, the pay dirt as they call them, and I did that, and sure enough, like went over, got pretty badly irradiated, trying to get the one that had like 1,000,000 pearls in it. So I was like, I gotta get this, and I drove off. Sure enough, another one crashes like pretty much in front of me. I'm like, fuck it. Even though, like, I have no room anymore, but fuck it. I'll try to fit all this in there. I think... No, I didn't die from that. Or maybe I did. Actually, wait, no, I think I did, because I think I even said my greedy ass got fucking murked at some point. God.
Do you have any other negatives?
I'm sure they'll come up as we go. I didn't have them like at the forefront of my mind, but there's definitely like I was definitely running into them like as game was happening.
Gotcha. Well, I just wondered if we wanted to switch to the positives.
Yeah, no,
Cool.
Just because we've been on negatives for... How long are we at now? 2 hours?
We're getting close to 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is just kind of how it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grant, we are like waiting a whole month to finally talk about these games, so there's a lot to talk about. I was going to say if we wanted to talk about stories where the game fucked us, or if that was.
I mean,
you
I
guys
pretty much
already...
got him out of the way, or I mean, I just put him behind me, and I was like, just gotta finish this.
And I have 2. One of them Jake already knows about because he walked in as I was getting done with everything this past Friday. So on the mission to unlock the second wall, I had gotten through all of that and then gotten to the end, and this relates to what you're talking about with the doctor just activating the towers. Yeah, I got to the very end of that mission after like going through the wall, and you still have to go into like the last area to activate the stabilizer. I activate the stabilizer, not exploring a single area, so then I am booking it, but then I'm like, well, I got time before like the red wall, because I did not realize how quick everything comes in, so like, there's a few of these anchors that are on the way, I'll stop and grab them. I grab the first one, go back in, immediately notice the red wall is coming in real quick, and I just start taking off. And that's when the abductor finally showed me what it really does, and then threw me into a tree. Red wall goes past me. I'm like, all right, this is awesome. I keep driving forward, and for a few seconds, I'm like, oh my god, I think I'm actually gonna make it and live. The bubblegum guys whipped me, pulled me all the way away from it, dropped me off, and I'm like, I'm at 10 health. I'm dead, and I died. And guess what happened?
You have to do the whole mission over.
Yep. I had to do the whole fucking mission from the very start all over again. And that was the one time where I broke our rule because Jacob and Frankie had just walked in as I have gotten done with that. So I was like, bro, you won't believe what the fuck just happened to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Second one happened this morning, I think. It was either this morning or last night. So I once again, to be fair, I'm being fucking greedy. And that is my main downfall. It's not so much the game is fucking me over, it's the fact that I am a greedy little bastard. And want to grab stuff, even though there's impending doom coming in. So, today I was going through in the inner zone, grabbing a bunch of anchors while the yellow wall has already passed me, but I'm like, I can take the damage. Which is true, I could. But while going, I went one way, and it turned out, I guess I was going towards one of the gates. But I thought it was just a random gate that they put in, that like you typically would go a certain route in order to unlock it, not the actual gate that is an entrance for the area. So I went around it, and then saw like the border showing up. I'm like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here. So then I start trying to drive back to the gate, and all of a sudden it just teleports me back to the exact area where I started, and now I can't interact with anything. I can't get out of the car. But I fully glitched out the fucking game.
Oh my god.
Like, I couldn't get out of the car. I couldn't look at the map. I had to zoom in to see the map instead of actually pressing R1 on it. Like, all I could do was just drive. So that's what I did. I started driving. And I was like, alright, well, I've already spent too long in here. Because, like, I'm already, like, certain parts are red. Some parts are still blue. Some parts are yellow. So I was just like, alright, well, I'm going to take this little shortcut here. There's a ramp. That I was just like, oh, surely nothing's bad. Nothing's too bad will happen if I take this ramp that goes off this cliff. Surely I'll, like, land pretty nicely somewhere. It'll hurt, but at least, you know, it won't hurt too much. I watched as I went up that ramp and watched my car's vision go from the sky to the fucking ground so quick. And I just nosedive into the fucking ground. And I roll down the rest of the fucking cliff. And of course, I get down there. Most of everything is in the red. I still can't get out of the fucking car. So I can't repair any of it. So I'm like, fuck it, I'll keep on driving. Little did
I'm surprised you landed on your wheels.
Yeah, that's a good
like,
point.
Every time I rolled over,
Right?
on my side, upside down,
Yep.
and yeah.
Oh, there's been a bunch of times where, like, I've tried to take a shortcut and end up rolling, and I somehow still land on my wheels.
Dude, like, I love that, like, the conclusion that I'm seeing here is, like, Nick got fucked over by a lot of stuff early, so he just, like, learned shit wrong. Like, not that you did anything wrong, like,
right.
just, like, you know.
Things were taught wrong.
Yeah, things were taught wrong. Like with me, it's like I had a generally okay time because I was like pretty cautious and like I had some pretty good luck early on. You know, like I think I had the average player experience. Yeah. All the bad things that happened to you happened for a reason, and that reason was Chandra. Like,
bro, I can't believe you said my full name.
You know.
He's just gonna have to bleep it out.
I'm gonna get hacked. I'm gonna get raided,
I'm
dude.
gonna get hacked.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna hack my
bro.
name.
Yeah. Fucking yeah. So I drove off, but I didn't really look around to where I was. I landed next to a shit ton of tourists and tourist traps. So I hit one, and everything explodes, and then half my car, like almost as if it was cut diagonally. The rest of it is gone. The other half is still there. I try to drive forward again, hit another fucking tourist, and I die. I pause the game. I'm like, alright, so obviously if I suspend and quit, it's probably just going to start me from the garage. So I'm like, however, what if I just close out?
What if I just Alt F4?
What if I just Alt F4? It worked. It started me back from the from not the very beginning, but from the beginning of that area, and I got to redo it. Nice. And I was like, thank fucking God.
There was I didn't, because like I was trying to get to like a mission objective, but I was taking the highway, and I don't know, like if you guys took the highway too often. Yeah. A lot of them was just like the tunnel for me, but every once in a while I'd get one that wasn't. There was a big lake to the right.
Right, yeah.
I was driving down the road. There was like this little scenic lookout, right? There's also a ramp right into the water. I didn't. Do you know how much restraint there was? I just wanted to back up, line myself up, hold the brake, hold down the gas, and just let off and just vroom.
I definitely there were several times that I had to look at a ramp and go, I can't.
Not today.
Not today. There was one time where it was just like the perfect place for a ramp, and it had one of those speed boost things.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, and like I did that thing where I went past and I went
Reverse.
L2, like back up, all right, fucking.
And no, I seized that moment because I was like, it's a shortcut. Surely nothing terrible will happen. But yeah, no.
It was a shortcut.
It was a shortcut. I was closer to where I was to the exit.
Mm-hmm.
I just never made it there until I reloaded it, and then I made it there. Although for some reason that time the tunnel was glitched out, and there was a ramp blocking the entrance to the tunnel, so I had to go up the ramp and just like kind of do one of these off the side.
That's awesome.
And then as I'm exiting a different part of the tunnel, a cliff apparently like spawned into the tunnel, so I had to like angle myself out.
Dude.
It was really weird, but I got through it.
Positives. I will say, I know actually one of my positives, which I think kind of goes against something you had said earlier.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, fuck you.
No. Hey, we all have the right to be wrong.
And I hold that right very close to my heart, as I'm sure you know.
And I'm about to exercise it.
Yeah. No, I like that there's no combat. Like, you don't get like a gun or a spear or like anything like that. I like that the focus is really more on avoiding problems rather than fighting problems. Like, you get some, like, pretty much everything. The only like countermeasures you get, you know, you can pretty rarely like destroy an anomaly unless the point is for it to blow up. Like, typically you're just kind of like fending stuff off, and I ended up enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, there were times that perhaps things were a little unfair.
Man, I could really use a fucking AK-47 right
here. Devs of Pacific Drive. Well, why can't I craft an AK-47? Why can I not craft a small rocket launcher and blow up the anomalies, please? I do like that a lot of... They don't forget that they're a game about driving a car. I don't know. Yeah. I appreciate that they make sure to put a bunch of focus on, like, this shit hurts the car. You have to make sure the car is good. Like, obviously, last line of defense is you're trying to keep yourself alive. And as long as you're still alive, you can usually get the car back up and running. It felt like the game never lost the plot when it came to the fact that it's a game about driving the fucking car.
I guess I don't necessarily need the weapons. You can make a game without weapons. And that's fine. I guess my biggest thing was there was no way to keep them away. Whether that's weapon or just smelling salts or just some way that you have to scan them in this area, and this area to unlock the formula to make a repellent. Yeah. So I feel like something that just you would need to put in effort to keep them away, other than just if you get too close, you're fucked.
I will say, like, most of the anomalies have something that technically counters them. Like, electrical anomalies, you can get insulated panels, acid anomalies. Like, there's a bunch of different panels for different things. There's also, like, any spike anomalies, you can put the puncture-proof tires, but that comes with its own drawbacks. And then with pretty much anything that latches onto you, you can just activate. Once you get it, either it's like the limb shield or the other thing that you can get earlier in the game. Either one of those will just immediately detach anything that tries to grab you. Or if you just have the limb shield constantly active, which I did because it drains no power unless something hits it. I eventually figured that out. I just accidentally left it on and noticed it wasn't draining the battery. It's just a permanent, like, don't get me wrong, it won't protect you from all damage. Like, radiation still gets through, acid still gets through. It deadens impact and just keeps like shit cannot grab your car anymore. Straight up, like you're good. So after that, like pickpockets and abductors were nothing to me. So like there are counters for pretty much everything in the game. That doesn't mean that there's a full counter for everything that can go wrong with it, because you can still for sure just like, all right, cool. There's Tesla coils. Like, I guess I just want to be clear. It's like I still think you're still very much right about a lot of it. I do want to at least acknowledge like there technically are counters for a lot of these things. They just aren't always fully effective.
Right. Yeah. I guess that's true. I don't know if I see them as counters more as just they lessen they cushion the blow.
Most of them, yeah. Most
more.
of them, that's true.
But yeah, I mean that is definitely, yeah, I can see that as working as well. I would have just, because when they were on my nerves, boy were they all over them.
Yeah. No, totally. And especially from what you've explained, where it's just like, yeah, you didn't feel it like you were properly communicated with, so
like,
it's just
anything that has light is bad. But yeah, there were plenty of good things that had light that were gonna help me. It's just I thought everything that had light was bad. I like upgrading. I really enjoyed upgrading the car like progressively. You know, you start out with the shitty stuff, then you get the crude plates or whatever, and the crude doors. Then you get like the normal doors. Then you get the armored doors, and then you have your choice of shielded doors, and then you get the Olympian doors, and it's like this nice steady progression of I'm actually making some progress.
Yep.
I will say it was a little fucked up. Like I enjoy that they threw those in the game, but like it was kind of fucked up to like make some of the aesthetic shit at the very end, or like some of the very end pieces with like the garage itself. I got like the fucking, it was like I think I got like the third antenna, and then that's when it unlocks like this silly little fucking thing that tells you this many days since the last accident.
Yeah.
Like
that was weird.
I don't understand why that's in there. I don't know if it does anything.
It'd be funny.
I guess just to be funny. But
Yeah.
It tells you how many times or how many days it's been since the last time you
no, I know.
died.
Yeah.
Or aborted a mission.
Mission.
No, like I get it. It's just I got it. And I was like, I don't know what I expected.
Yeah, like that should have been on the same track as the basketball hoop, the fish tank.
Yeah.
Like, all the shit that's like clearly just like this is an aesthetic thing to put here for fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like it makes sense why you'd have a sign like that, but yeah, I don't know. Different category, please.
Yeah. It should literally just be in the goofy shit for fun category, which it seems like they put most like they did a good job of putting everything else in there, and then they just went, and this one's after the antenna. It's like why?
Yeah. I will say, I feel like the Deco Vend should have been the end one instead of the fish tanks, just because the Deco Vend actually has a function to it, rather than the fish tanks. Which, granted, I love the fish tanks. I love the fact that they're just the little space bears. I forget what they're actually called, but like
They did not build the fish tank.
That's fair.
Oh,
I don't care.
right.
I cannot stress this enough. I do not care.
I assumed as much. But yeah, well, at the very end, they're not actually fish that you get. They're the little dust bears, little like the bears, the little microscopic creatures that look like they're bears but inside of a spacesuit.
Sure.
Huh? I have no idea what this is. Never heard of this before.
Well, you made the fish tanks. You know what they look like.
I didn't really take. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't take a close look.
What the? What's the point of adding it if you're not gonna take a close look?
Listen, I like it. I like it when my place is aesthetically complete.
I will say it. Like, just filling it is just kind of like
That's fair.
half the thing.
I
I never used the basketball hoop, but I'd put it in there anyway.
Oh yeah, just all that kind of stuff. That is. Oh yeah, actually, if you even go on that, that's one thing I absolutely love about the game, because I love it in any game. I love having a hub world that you customize. It's a dying art. It needs to stop dying. Everyone should have a hub world in games like this. I love hub worlds. I love customizing. I love having little mini kits for me to look at the X-Wing outside. Not actually for it to be little and tiny. Fuck you, Star Wars, Lego, the complete saga. or whatever the fuck, the newest one.
Oh.
Fuck you. I hate you.
Skywalker Saga or
The
whatever.
Skywalker Saga,
Yeah.
taking away my goddamn hub world and making everything open world. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's fair. I really like the shop and how like the shop along with your car over time it comes more and more together until it looks like you change a fucking gas station into a mad science lab and it's just as satisfying as upgrading the car.
Oh, yeah.
There's a real difference between when you start and when you finish, and I think that's fun.
A little less satisfying for me
That's fair.
than upgrading the car.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like there were some things I was like I built and then never used.
Yeah,
Like the
The healing one?
those things.
the
Speakers.
the
Yeah, the
speakers.
healing.
Yeah.
No, the things that would I guess healing parts.
Yes.
Never used it. I
I
had
really
some
thought you
parts
used
that
it.
I already had there, and then I put it in, and then completely forgot about them until I remembered. Oh yeah, I can just put them in the disintegrator, and then got more parts.
Yeah.
So it was like some of these are kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the healing one kind of is, because at that, like, no, I'm not going to want to put my armored plate in here to just smack, just for, well, you know what, that actually would have been a better way of going about it. Having those parts there, so that way you didn't reuse putty or whatever else. You just have extra parts in there when you come back, and you can just swap out the parts.
I guess.
That probably was what they were kind of going for, but oh well.
Yeah, but a lot of times by the time you're building, this kind of door, you've only got enough resources for one of that kind of door or whatever, like enough for your car. Yeah, like there were plenty of times when I'm like, I see the vision with this, but I'm just never going to use it, and like I never did. So no, I didn't really use that one very much. I found that I used pretty much everything. The quirk finding thing, dude, half the time the quirks were helping me. There was one quirk that was like, while you're in park, your car turns on faster. I'm like, why would I ever get rid of that?
Fuck you.
Or like when you accelerate, all of the doors close. I'm like, cool. I'm never getting rid of that. Fuck off.
I hate you.
Dude, I know.
That's
I was
wild.
like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, that's right. The second quirk, I forgot. I never mentioned it. That one only bothered me more or less because of the fact that, like, I would sometimes just sit in Discord and talk to my friends while playing the game. Until all of a sudden I couldn't hear my friends because the radio kept on being turned up, because if I moved to the right, the volume would go up, and if I moved to the left, the volume would go down.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it fucking sucked.
That is hilarious.
Because I like to have the radio on, which also...
Only 5 songs.
There's a lot more than 5 songs.
If you say so, but
I've gone on Spotify. I've liked more than 5 songs. I really like the songs in the game. I enjoyed them. I think they were perfect for a driving game. For them to be like there's still like a mixture of different genres. Like obviously not anything too heavy, I feel like. But otherwise, like you got some rock in there. You had like indie.
it was mostly indie.
Oh yeah. No, there's a couple of different like punk rock, like the everybody's moving to Seattle.
Place where it's cool. It's a bit impressed.
That one I enjoy. Fuck, I forgot the other ones,
No
but
idea what that one is.
Can I be honest? I barely listened to the radio.
Like I had it on just for noise, but I remember guys singing about birds.
what about the you the sun and I? You know that one?
A guy singing about Dr. Juice.
Sister Squeeze. Dr. Juice. Sister Squeeze.
I don't recall.
One girl sing about something, and that was about it. Probably some other ones, but there were not, I don't think, a lot of songs that have a big pool. Like, I get it. If they didn't. Maybe there was a pool that I didn't unlock. or something. I don't know.
I mean, all the songs are just immediately there for you.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, granted, I'm also not really all that surprised that I'm the only one who enjoyed the song.
Hey, I just didn't hear them.
I mean, that's fair, but I mean, like I said, I expected that at least. You know, to me, I enjoyed them. Like, for one, some of them kind of remind me of like stuff I would hear when I would go, or when my dad and I would go on vacation and stuff. And some of them are also just like are overall just generally good songs. Like there was one that's just like about, I think it's about like two siblings parting ways because they had like a shitty parents or something like that.
Maybe it was wrong to say we would always stay this way, and I hated you for walking away. And honestly, I do the same.
Like a lot of them were very good driving songs. A lot of them just chill. Yeah, but it did suck when all of a sudden now my radio is constantly going up and down with me moving. Oh,
That is hilarious.
I did forget to even ask about their stickers. What did you guys have for those?
Did
You did, man.
No.
They gave you
Did
all
you
those
change
ally stickers.
anything?
I mean, like I would paint it sometimes, but
No, like bobbleheads.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The shifter.
Yeah,
The
I
antenna.
changed- yes.
Just not stickers.
No, I just had no interest in putting stickers on it.
Fuck
Can I be honest? I don't like stickers in real life. I have nothing against other people using stickers. I just personally don't use them. So
He thinks less of everyone who uses stickers.
You can see it in his eyes.
Yeah.
I use the one that has like the space helmet and the skull inside of it, and the other one was "Can I pet your dog?"
I never found. I will say, I only ever found 2 stickers. One of them being the skull with the
I
helmet,
found like 6.
and the other one being the if you believe you'll be rewarded with the friendly dumpster, which praise the friendly dumpster.
thanks, friendly dumpster.
Yeah.
Fuck that thing.
Otherwise,
It never gave me what I needed.
yeah.
It always gave me scrap metal. I was like, I do not need this. I have
Brother in
so
Christ.
much of this. Please give me electronics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Never got electronics.
Oh. Well, no, I don't think I ever got. I got electronics from the ones that you find outside.
Yeah.
But
But
otherwise-
like when I was driving, you'd get to like the second area or the second ring.
Mm-hmm.
I swear to God, and it makes sense when you go to like facilities, the computers and the things you can break down for electronics, just plummet. I could not find them when I was out there. I was like, I need to craft this. I don't even remember what it was. I need to craft this, and I need electronics, please. No, I got nothing, and I liked it apparently.
You know, I just went with the Black Lives Matter and straight ally flag because they didn't have demi male.
Because
They had bi gender, which is basically what I was supposed to go with. Which I didn't know that was a thing. But that's cool.
They walked into your apartment and they took out a gun and they went, "Fuck you," and then they shot you in the head.
You don't exist. Your gender does not exist.
Exactly.
Fuck you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I do enjoy that they threw that in. I like it whenever like or a game throws in a bunch of ally flags and such.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah. No, I definitely I changed like the stick. I changed the bobblehead.
I had a
Do
ski.
you remember which bobblehead you had,
By the end,
or you used the most?
by the end I was using a little robot guy.
I was too.
Yeah.
Submariner.
Yes, I think it was.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one I switched to at the very end, but then was told, "Hey, could you take this one?"
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I swapped
okay.
it
Yeah.
to that one because it's like, ugh,
Dude,
fine.
when I saw the achievement pop up, it's like, okay, so 10% of people finished the game, 9% of people finished it with the bobblehead. I'm like, what fucking 1% was like, yeah, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah. Like,
Honestly,
I
like
doubt
I was
that they were
kind of
fuck
on
you.
the edge. I was just like, I don't want to chat. I like my guy.
Yeah.
I hate this thing. It looks
Yeah,
ugly
it does
as
look
shit.
ugly as
Shit.
fuck.
Yeah, it is.
But,
a
like-
gross little thing.
Tobias was my favorite guy on the radio. I liked-
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna have the story be its own little thing that we talk about, but I mean we can also, yeah. In all reality, like I will say I started out my notes only referring to them as the New Yorker man, the scientist that's boring as shit, and the scientist that fucking hates everything. Can you guess which one was which for each one?
I can't imagine who the New Yorker is.
Yeah.
I assume boring as shit is Francis, and then Oppie is angry lady.
By the middle point where they were, when you do the first power-up mission, the mission that basically I think is the first one, but also the one that Tobias dies in, is where I started to actually call them by their names, and I even said that I even wrote in my notes, no, I will not call them by their names until I get emotionally attached to them. And I wasn't entirely emotionally attached.
I like when he died, I was like, okay.
Oh, that I will admit, like I got bummed out a little bit. I was like, oh man.
Well, the only reason I was bummed out was like I liked him better than the other guy.
Yeah, and that's also the only reason I was bummed out.
The grumpy lady, she was probably my favorite voice, followed closely by Tobias, and then Francis was, he wasn't even let on the track. That's how far behind he was.
There's twice in here where I put in a certain phrase, but I will say I said I didn't realize until around that time. So the New Yorker man and Scientist man together, because I only got that vibe because at one point she asked how's Francis doing, because he reveals that he doctored evidence and all that.
Yeah.
And Tobias is like, oh, he hasn't left the bedroom, and I'm like,
yeah.
He didn't say his bedroom. He said the bedroom.
Yeah. I know. I kind of had the same feeling. I was like, they just seem like they're just two dudes.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I felt a little like, we're just gonna write this in at the last minute. I don't know. It didn't feel. I don't know. It didn't really feel natural to me. Because there's zero indication before it. I don't know. Maybe that was just me. But I was like, okay, whatever.
To me,
it's
was
fine.
just
I don't care. It's just kind of felt out of left field to me.
I mean, I don't know. To me, it's just sometimes that's just how it is. You find out oh, your coworker does have a partner, and it's like, oh, okay.
I guess.
Didn't know that.
Sure.
Because he said that, I also put down, I'm also hoping that there's not going to be, I gently opened the door as a moment in this, as in reference to Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh.
Because that was why I was worried about it. So
he's
okay.
You thought Francis was just going to kill himself?
Francis is dead. And I wrote that in twice because, of course, after Tobias died, and then I put in again, oh, I hope this doesn't become the I gently open the door moment. So I did that, and I said Tobias, and I afterwards went, I legitimately don't remember Scientist Man's name. I just remember Tobias and Oppie, to show you how much I did not care for Francis.
Damn, so much Francis hate, bro. I was okay with Francis.
Oh no, I'm okay with him. It's just he's
I'm largely okay with it.
Yeah,
I mean, I honestly, I just think he's kind of annoying, especially when he doctors evidence. Oppie is like, yeah, we're just gonna demote you, and he gets upset about it. I'm like, dude, you could have easily lost your entire job and been completely discredited. You are getting off light.
Yeah, that's exactly what she says.
I know, but he
court martial.
But he just I feel like sometimes this in the story, it just goes 0 to 100 on things that are this was maybe a 35-mile-an-hour zone. It's he's just I refuse to work with her. I'm not going to talk to her. I hate her. You were fine with her 10 minutes ago. And then 10 minutes after this, you're fine. Let's make a decision here. There's no... I mean, again, the characters are invisible.
Yeah.
So it's there's no real stakes to it. And there doesn't need to be. I just wish it was written better.
I legitimately, for a little while, thought that Oppie was in that bathroom area. I thought that's where she was, because I thought the whole transmission was coming through the bathroom door.
I didn't know it was the bathroom because it had the key, the keypad.
Yeah.
But I did think she was back there, and then it opened up, and I was like, where is everyone?
Right.
Because they even Tobias and Francis are in the deep zone, right? Why can't we ever?
Yeah, And yeah, when it's like Francis requests take him with you, I thought like, okay, so I guess I'm going to go pick up Francis.
I thought so
really?
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it says take Francis with you. I'm like, what? I'm gonna go find him. And then like at the end, Appy's just like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm like, you could do this whole time.
I
could do this whole time.
Yeah.
I had to do
Well, no,
all
you
this
can't.
just to yeah, I know, because the car.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, with Appy, it was like I get that like it was a character moment for her to be like, I need to fucking stop.
yeah, and like that was like,
Yeah.
I feel like I would have liked that character progression if it had been fleshed out previous to that.
Yeah. Yeah, if they had more of if they had a moment early on where it was like they very clearly were like, listen, the three of us could leave at any time. You can't. We're all kind of here by choice. We're trying to figure out what's going on here and see if we can stop it. But maybe you can help us now that you're stuck here. You know, like have it blatantly said like that.
And in the end, you still never even fix it.
I was surprised by that. I really thought that the game would end with like I did put in my notes like it felt pretty anticlimactic. You just kind of like drive to the end and they go, cool, you made it to the end. I'm gonna leave. It's like, okay.
The only good thing about this is leaving, and now I have to be stuck with the really boring scientist who's probably never gonna say anything because they don't really say anything between missions or during missions.
With the whole ending too. Why the TVs? What was that fucking about? Like, why put in TVs for the walls?
Why not?
Like, what's the symbolism?
Television rots your mind.
They had an asset, and they're like, multiply.
Yeah.
Listen, we want you to sit down and listen to our audio drama for the next 10 minutes, and start walking.
Yeah. And I did put underneath that one that divides your world into truth and Shadow World.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was like one of my first thoughts that popped in my head. It was just Persona 4.
That was probably one of the furthest things, but
then I also said that, or also, so like, you know, you have that cool whole moment where you're driving through and like anomalies are popping up all over the place. You're dodging and weaving, trying to get to the last anchor, or to the portal. I end up that moment. I was swerving all over the place despite having the all-terrain tires.
oh yeah.
And once I finally got up to the fucking ramp, sure enough, I flip right as I get to the ramp. And I'm like, oh man,
Yep.
fucking climactic moment just ruined by flipping. So I had to like get out, teleport back up, and then just sadly drive into the fucking little speed seed.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly how it went down. I think I might have like swerved and hit something. I basically ended up, because it's, you know, it's kind of like a half pipe almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I end up jammed up on the half pipe
no.
by one of those like columns that hit the wall. So I'm just pathetically stuck up here 10 feet away from the ramp, and I have to like sadly like get unstuck, drive down, and drive, like a similar situation.
Damn.
Yeah. Did you hit it normal? Did you hit it like?
I
a
mean,
normal
there were a
Lucky
couple times where I'd
bastard.
like like a spear had just
The mirror.
dropped right in front of me, and I swerved back, and I had spun,
Mhm.
but I just kept going.
Yeah, no, I got completely fucked on that one.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
And
I'll take being mildly inconvenienced over the game driving my car away from me.
yeah.
That was fucked up.
It is fucked up.
It is. So, and then my reaction to all of it at the very end was, one, so we're not getting me out of the zone? What the fuck was the main... I thought that was the main point. Like, obviously the other point was to figure out some shit, but like, I thought the main point was to disconnect me from the car so I can fucking leave.
I do think that the idea is supposed to be now you can leave, and I think it's kind of supposed to be like your character leaves whenever you put down the game, like forever. Like that's you finally being like, okay, I'm leaving.
That's how I took it.
Yeah,
For sure. And then I said, I love how Oppie is just like, alright, bye Driver and Francis, you guys should definitely totally stay, even though like one of you didn't even plan on being here to begin with, and the other one just lost his husband, assumably.
Mm-hmm.
I got my stuff done though, so bye.
I got my closure.
I got closure. I'm
yeah,
out.
my, you know what?
I got closure, and now I'm gonna close the door behind me while I'm leaving forever. Bye.
And the fact that like all that was happening, and I was already just repairing the car, just doing whatever, and all of a sudden, like as I'm throwing the putty, the credits just start to roll. I'm like,
yeah.
that's so fucking. It sent me. It was so funny to me that I'm just like slapping shit back on the car, and then it just rolls credits. I'm like, God, that was anticlimactic as all hell.
Dude, I walked up to a thing and I opened. I was like, I don't know. I was like opening the workbench or something, and then it rolled credits. I'm like, get the fuck out of here! And I just like slammed it. I'm like, fuck you! I'm doing something.
Granted, this is going back to when Tobias died. Why the fuck did these people care about me? Like, I said, like, I wrote down, like, why do they care about me so much that they're willing to risk their lives? Like, I get the research aspect, and that's a big reason as to why they're helping me and all that. But for real, Tobias just killed himself, like, sacrificed his life for me. A guy who hasn't spoken a single word to him or anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
And he just threw away his life with Francis and everything just to make sure that, like, you know, I could get through. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Because they feel responsible for getting you in the situation in the first place.
I guess.
That's how I took it. Like,
Well, yeah.
Like, why they start helping you in the first place.
Right. It's just, I don't know, to me, like, because even afterwards, like, both Francis and Oppie are like, or Francis is like, sitting there like, oh, we could have studied, if we had just waited a little bit longer, could have figured more stuff out so that way Tobias wouldn't have died and all that. And it's like, it's probably true. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, sure, I'm also running out of time, quote unquote, which, that's another positive about the game, is that, like, honestly, with how much I'm, like, with the fact that I personally am my own worst enemy throughout most of the game, it made sense from a role-playing standpoint because it showed I'm addicted to the car because I'm constantly getting shit and putting myself in danger to get more shit for the car.
Yep.
Which
Yeah, no.
I think is awesome to kind of like put it like, oh yeah, you are literally addicted to the car until we separate this connection.
Yep. Yeah,
Which
no, I think it was
Actually,
a
a good
cute.
metaphor for the whole entire story. You were stuck in this game until you could beat it.
No, I think it's cute that they do a little thing where it's like, canonically, you're just drawn to the car, which if the game's working for you, you're going to be anyway. So, yeah, thought that was a fun little thing they did. Yeah.
Also, I didn't find out until after Tobias died that you could use the pump to fill up both the little tank and the large tank.
Oh.
You guys,
You didn't what?
I didn't
Sorry,
know
I'm
that
not following.
the gas tanks,
Gas cans.
gas cans. Sorry, the gas cans
In the car?
Yeah, the ones in the car.
Yeah.
You can use the pumps on them. I didn't know that
Yeah.
until Tobias was dead, and I just suddenly the idea came to me, and I just went, I wonder if this will work, and yeah, it worked.
So you thought you could only
Siphon.
fill it by siphoning?
Yes.
I see.
Yep.
Nice.
I don't think I had too much else.
No, I think I got everything out.
Ooh, actually, with
oh.
music and all that too. Well, I will say I do kind of wish that they had done it so that like it's just certain radio stations for certain genres, like how most games do radio music. Like
Yeah, the station is just skipping songs.
yeah, which like yeah, it was to me kind of
fine, I
lame.
guess.
It's cool, like yes, it's all right. I really wanted to like find out like, oh, there's a station, and be like, well, which station did you guys listen to the most? But
89.7.
yeah. But with that, I did also greatly enjoy like some of the random stuff that would come on through the radio, because granted you wouldn't know because you didn't listen to music. There would be random transmissions of just random shit happening. Sometimes it'd be like there would be like an acoustic guitar. Another time
There was one that a herd of 200 to 300 llamas had wandered into this guy's yard, and he's just like, hey, so if anyone's out there, I got like 200 to 300 llamas in my yard, so if you're missing like 200 to 300 llamas, I have them. You can come pick them up. I'd really like them off my lawn. And like, that was the one that stuck out to me the most. I just remember. So I'm like, who has 200 to 300 llamas in Washington State?
There was two for me that stuck out. One of them being really funny to me because it was just like, she was doing her own little talk show and she's like, tune in for too much information. She just starts talking about a rash.
Oh.
And like how her house is just this beaten down. She's just talking about in a very positive way about how horrible her life is right now. And it just ends with her being like, I think they're cutting off the power, so tune in next time till I wrote down, I really hope that she fixed that rash. But my favorite one was definitely where it was a 3-man podcast. But there was only one guy. And he was talking about like how they were down to 2 people because one of their friends, one of their friends ended up dying while out in the zone while they were exploring, and then they went out and they heard his voice calling out for help, and before the main guy could react, his friend Ben went to go help, and he said like all he heard afterwards was like a quick scream. And then Ben's voice saying, help me, but it wasn't right. It was distorted. And I was like, that's fucking good horror. Too bad that never, like, showed up in game. That and the inverted door. I also wish the inverted door showed up in the game.
Yeah.
It sounded horrifying, but I was super interested in what the fuck that would be like.
Inverted garage door.
There you go. Scary.
You're not gonna fit a car through the door. Come on.
It's true. It's true. Cars got to go with you everywhere.
But how did you guys react to the tourists? Like when you first met them?
I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I read the log and saw that like you're not supposed to touch them, and I was like, oh boy, we got one of these weeping angel things, and like to an extent they kind of work like that.
Because I turned around once and then it was just right in front of me. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then at one point I went over and I was just like, I wonder what will happen. Well, it just snapped my neck immediately. I touched it and went, I'm like, the fuck? And I just start walking into it, and that's when I learned that they're bombs. They're made from a bomb factory. They're bombs.
Yeah. They sure are.
Did you guys ever use the... I think the only other two, one of them being the gold seeds and the pearls. Fuck you for not saying how to do anything with them. I had to look those up to figure out like, what am I supposed to do with this? Right. Oh, I'm supposed to throw the gold shells into lightning or fucking throw them into the water tanks, which you don't... I didn't know those were what those were in the real world. Like the big yellow bins with the black tops.
Yeah.
Did not know that it was just filled with water.
Oh.
But yeah, you just throw them into that, or obviously into the lakes in the second zone.
I mean, I don't know. I kind of figured them out.
See, yeah, no, I had to
with the lightning one, I just backed the car out, placed it on, threw the lever, and it opened. I was like, okay.
Oh my god, that's such a smart way of going about it.
Yeah.
I just kept on...
I saw an acid one. I was like, oh, I probably just need to throw this in some acid. And then I got a dehydrated one. I thought leaving it out in the rain would do it. It did not. And I was like, I'll probably just throw it in water. I never did, because I didn't care enough. I'd usually just throw the pearls in the disintegrator.
Yeah, I didn't know you were supposed to do that until I looked
So
it
the
up.
first pearl I tried, I went through 3 scrappers.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to open it. Which, and then I threw the next ones. I like looked up and I was like, I have a disintegrator.
Yeah.
That probably would have done it.
I don't know.
And then I got another one, and then I threw it in there, and then it was fine.
Yeah, I don't remember how I figured it, because I pretty quickly was like,
they don't expect you to use the scrapper on this thing. This goes way too slow.
Well, that's exactly what happened. I was after a while. I was like, after the first scrapper, I was like, "There's no way this is how I'm supposed to do it." But I can't think of another way. So this is how I'm gonna do this one. This one specifically.
Sure. Some
I will figure it out. And then I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I feel stupid.
Yeah, the pearls, I think I figured out fairly fast. Like, I think I had them in my inventory for a while before I figured them out. Like, I had a bunch of them. I'm like, what the fuck do I do with these? And then I was finally like, oh, maybe if the scrapper, but I do think I straight up didn't I had to look up the gold shells.
Really?
I'm just dumb. I just could, like, I could,
I don't think it's dumb.
What, like, one even opened, and I went, well, what do I do with it now? It won't let me scrap it. Like, I was, like, so stuck. I couldn't figure out that you look in it and get the stuff out of it. I
don't know about.
It's just, yeah, because I was like, okay, it's open. What the fuck do I do with it now? I was fucking just like trying to put the square in the circle hole. Like, I was like, I don't understand.
It goes in the square hole, Jacob.
It goes in the fucking square hole. Oh my god. Like, when I finally like fully figured it out, I was like, fucking take the computer away from me. I
figured it out or read it?
I read how to open. Like, I read how they were opened, but it took me a while to actually like figure out that they have an inventory that you go into and pull stuff out of.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And the only other thing was, I don't know if did you guys do the fax machine?
I would look at it.
Yeah. My thing was like, it would notify you. It would always beep at you and all that. What the fuck were those? Like, I assume they were just the same thing as like the weird transmissions. They're just low flavor shit. But like, they're just so weird and random. Fax messages.
No, I know. They're to store the logs that you find.
Yeah,
no,
that's what I was using it for.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like when you first initially when you press R1, it just immediately shows you like a random message.
Yeah, I think it's just for fun.
Okay.
I think it's just store. It's like the paint or the accessories. I think it's just a way to store these things you can find, so they don't take up inventory space or cabinet space.
Yeah.
You can just store them there instead.
No. I don't know if we're talking about this. Like, that I know it's the main function of the fax machine.
And then there's like when you activate it for the you go into it, it just has a funny little message.
Yeah.
I think it's just for fun.
Okay.
There's nothing more to it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, whenever a game like decides to be like, until a game can give me a nugget of like, oh, that's actually interesting, you can throw every little piece of inane dialogue at me and I will ignore it. Don't get me wrong, once you have me hooked, I'm way more likely to be like, oh shit, okay, these people actually can write something, so now I want to look at everything else to try and like piece it together. Until that point, I don't give a fuck about an audio log. I don't give a fuck about a file. I don't give a fuck about anything that is not required. You
have to earn the trust.
You have to earn the trust. 100% you have to earn the trust.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, like now that I've like played through Fallout New Vegas, I'm now willing to like read a bunch of the terminals and actually like just the random extra shit that you don't need to read, but you know,
you're in a business building, you get to the CEO's desk, it's like cracks fingers. I'm in. All right, what juicy gossip do we have here?
But yeah.
Ooh.
Stock market. But yeah, no, like I love New Vegas, but I ignored everything on every terminal until eventually I was like, the game's writing is good.
Did you
even on the
ignore
terminal.
Vault 11 the first time?
I probably did, yeah.
That was a tragedy.
But like now that I know it's good, I like sit. If I'm like, I don't think I've read this one before, I'll like sit down and I'll read it. You know, shit like that. So yeah, it was the same with Pacific Drive, where I'm like, get me to care about this world, and then I will read all of this shit. And unfortunately, it never really hit that. Like I was never like, I don't know. Yeah, it didn't grab me. So, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I guess in closing statements, I would still recommend Pacific Drive to people. I still think it's a fun game. It's definitely not in my top 10
by any means, but like I still enjoy it. I still see myself probably playing it for a little while longer to get the rest of the stuff. And yeah, like overall, good game. I enjoyed it.
Out of 10, please.
I know. I just recently heard the rapper that I follow talk about like how he doesn't like the fucking number score because it's like a. Well, I guess he doesn't like it when it's done by like famous or like major critics because then it kind of like fucks over. It can sometimes damage a whole album or a whole image because fucking big name critic said that this was a 2 out of 10, so that's not even, or a 5 or a 6 out of 10, so it's not even worth my time because it's average.
I got great news. Not a famous critic.
We're true.
You're gonna be okay.
Right. You're so right, dude. Yeah.
Me, on the other hand.
Can I say my word actually has meaning?
I'd say probably a 7. I'd give it a 7. Like it was a good game.
Technically, yes. I do have a degree.
That's true. That's true. You got a degree in game design.
That's true. What about you, Nick? What was your score?
I give it a 5.
You would not recommend it?
No. I wouldn't like dissuade people from it. I would just tell people you're in for a time.
You're in for a drive.
It's certainly a drive. No, I'm pretty middle of the road with it. I don't think I'd deter people from it, but I also I'm not gonna go out of my way to recommend it just because I think that it has a lot of problems up front. Where like best scale I can do this is Kayla. Will Kayla get this right away? Kayla will not get this right away, and that is not an insult to Kayla. Has a master's degree.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that the game is not great at explaining things. That for the average gamer, it would get missed, and it would fail for them. So
fair enough. I do consider myself the average gamer, but fair enough.
Yeah. So you play video games like constantly.
Yeah, but like I'm not like I guess
what I mean the average gamer, someone who like doesn't play a ton of games.
Okay.
Who plays, like maybe a single or double digit hours in a week, in a month.
That's fair. Yeah, I guess for me, what I consider like myself an average gamer is that like I don't look too in depth into everything. Like I do to some extent for some games, but like for instance this game, like I had a pretty average experience. Like I'm not like hooked on it like I am like Elden Ring or fucking Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, I guess when I say average, I mean time spent and games played.
Yeah, that's fair.
Average games, Pokemon, Call of Duty. You're gonna have some like oddballs in there, but that's just more of a personal preference. Like for Kayla, it's Stardew Valley is one of them. Loves the crap out of that. Other oddball ones that are just kind of like a personal. I just like this for me, not because it's big, but I just like it. I like it because it's neat.
Hell yeah.
And spends a single or low double digit hours in a month playing.
That's fair.
That's what I consider average.
Jacob, your thought or your
closing statements.
Closing
You're ending it.
Closing statement. Honestly, I still think it was pretty fucked up when that pickpocket blew up my fucking suitcase right over the fucking graveler or whatever.
That is fucked up.
That is immensely fucked up.
It was fucked up, but it was really funny.
That's one thing I will give the whole game. Like, despite the fact that like some fucked up things happened, they're still funny. Like the fact that I glitched the game out, jumped off a fucking cliff, and nose dived into fucking tourists is super fucking funny.
Yeah, I do think what I'll say, like we were saying, like would you recommend it? And may I say, your mileage may vary. Because I do think that different people have different barometers for getting fucked with in a video game.
Yeah.
I like to think that mine is decent. Nick, I think you are very unlikely to tolerate very much bullshit from a game, depending on the game.
Yeah, I will say it depends on the game. Like,
Yeah.
Because I've finished Dark Souls, finished Elden Ring.
Absolutely.
That is especially the DLC for Elden Ring. Sean knows exactly what I'm talking about. That is a lot of bullshit.
It is.
Sometimes I'm willing to put up with it if
Yes.
it seems fair.
Yes.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll put up with it.
Yeah.
This one, no.
Yeah.
At least with Shadow of the Erdtree,
Fuck that
the
game.
very end of that game is why that whole area
Well,
is
even
bullshit.
Bale is kind of bullshit at times.
At times,
At
but
times.
like nowhere near as bad as the end boss.
No, I'm not. I am not saying that he is worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly, I give it like, I think I give it an 8. I honestly really liked it. I like the style. I like the general vibe. Like, don't get me wrong, totally has fucking issues. Like, I absolutely agree. Like, the onboarding could use a lot of work. And like the general way information is given. Like, obviously, I totally get where they were coming from. It's a fine line. The whole idea is that you're exploring, so you don't want to just give all the information up front. Some of it should be you feeling like you're discovering it, but please give me the information.
Right.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed the game quite a bit. I found myself playing it a lot. So yeah, I'd recommend it, but I agree that it's like there are some times when the game just won't explain some shit to you. So if I do think like if it's something in your garage or something that you're running into frequently, I'd say if you feel like you're not getting an explanation, look it up. And you don't have to feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Because that might save you so much fucking time.
Yeah, probably would.
So, yeah. That's my thoughts.
Thumbs up.
It does get a thumbs up from Jacob.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. If there's one thing I have learned from all this, though, everybody's moving to Seattle, where it's cool to be depressed.
Summer's here, I feel